it's because I am gay. Beg for money, honey, call Charlene in the nursing home. Head on Uber drivers, can't get a willing bone. Pretend to cry and take the video down. Put my wig on and spit like an angry clown. Every time someone dies, I am down. Until I remember that I put them down. Tragedy pimp is what I am. Send me money to send more money. I grift and beg and swear and drink. My peanut boil sure does stink. When my cat finally eats my face, only then will I know I am a disgrace. I am a disgrace. My cat ate my face. I can't keep up the pace. I'm a tragedy pimp without a space. Did I mention the smelly boil in my crack?
Telling me how they're gonna whip my butt, jumping up and down and acting like a nut. How do they survive abortion? I'll never know, but still every day I tune into the show. Everyone gather and sit your fat ass down. It's time to react to some low
All right, what's going on, Negative Nation? Oh, welcome to Negz Live. I am Negz. I am live. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Belfast, Indiana. I want to welcome you to another Hussy featurette. That's right. I did make a mistake. The stream that I'm going to review today was not deleted, or it was put back on his channel, because we know how he operates. However, this is supposed to be in the memory of somebody else. Instead, what does he do? He spends the whole time lying, attacking, and threatening someone. Before we get into that, I have his opener from his stream today, which, guess what? Included more denial of reality and threats. And I can say this. Finn, it's done. Some weeks ago, the first time I heard I'm going to sue you, and I hadn't done anything. And when I saw that the details of, which I can't confirm if are true or not, but the details of a settlement were being sold as gossip, I said, okay. So I put a retainer down, and I had a long conversation with an attorney. We had a long talk about how this behavior that he's exhibiting is now encroaching into the area of coercion. All right. And the days of depending on settlements, you could sue whoever you want who has it coming. You can't just sue anybody because your feelings are hurt. Now, I've already stated that if so much as even a paper comes my way, there will be an anti-slap immediately. And they have 180 days to clear that up. Can't drag it out with continuances. Can't drag it out for years and try to break the bank. You can't do that. And then if it is found to be frivolous, then you got to pay me back all the money I spent. Plus punitive damages if I so seek those out. This isn't a threat. This is reality. This is the law. This is actually how it works. But I was listening to his opener today, and the threats and the harassment, I'm hard-pressed to think that he is calling Maxwell constantly. And this is why. If I know he's touched, special, if you will. But anybody in their right mind isn't going to... Look, I have witnessed lies about me. I got them all documented. And I have counted no less than 100 lawsuit threats and threats to call the police. That is, well, let me just show you what it is. Well, let me read it to you, okay? Give me just a second here. I thought I had it on my tab. I can't, for some reason, I can't open it. So we're just going to get into it. Threatening, and we've covered this before, boys and girls. And he only hears what he wants to hear, living in a delusion that everybody's going to settle. And, well, I'm going to get to my next point after I read this. Threatening lawsuits of police becomes, are you ready for this? Harassment. Not a civil issue, harassment. When the statements are repeated, baseless, and used primarily to intimidate, coerce, or inflict severe emotional stress rather than to seek a legitimate legal remedy. Now, a couple threats, not a big deal. 100? 100? That's harassment. That's coercion. Okay? That's also, that falls into the criminal realm and the civil realm. Not a threat. This is reality. Okay? This is reality. So, let me pull this up now. Because if he's going to take anything I've said, then it needs to be this. Because, again, I'm posting this so you will chill out with the threats. Because everybody knows that if he acts on it, then this is going to come back. It's going to result in consequences. There's never been any consequences. And I would also like to recommend that he go check his settlement agreements. I would check that, because I would hate to see somebody violate a contract that they signed and then turn around and threaten somebody. Because I'm going to tell you this. I view this as harassment and coercion, which is going to result in a no contact order. Okay? And a no contact order is pretty much one-sided. I can sit here, cover him day in and day out. I'm not going to sit here and lie, try to get a reaction out of the dude, but he's so reactionary that he'd violate it. We know this. This isn't, again, I'm going to keep stating it, not a threat. This is just reality. And with a no contact order, what I could do is, anybody, I would recommend anybody that's getting these threats over and over again to do that, because then you could put together your case and he can't do nothing. Because it's getting a little old, right? And I know people are going to be like, why don't you ignore him? No. No, problematic people on these platforms don't get ignored. They don't get ignored. They get canceled. So, repetitive and persistent contact, making constant unwanted threats over phone calls, text, or in person after being told to stop. Phone calls and texts can be considered right here. I have said weeks ago to stop threatening me. And he hasn't. And he hasn't. Okay? Lack of legal merit, empty threats, threatening legal or criminal action repeatedly when there is no factual or legal basis for the case, and using the court system as a tool to bully. Wow. Really? Is this reality that I'm reading? And how do you blow these things up, man? Stupid screenshots. I'm usually better prepared, but I'm just going to go ahead and read it from here. Coercion and oh, this is when it crosses the line. That's what it says right up here. Coercion and extortion, using threats of arrest or lawsuits to force someone into giving up money, property, or rights they do not legally owe. Intent to intimidate, which is where we are now. He constantly says DC and lies out of his ass and talks about things that, like I say, he should just go check settlement agreements and see if he's even at liberty to discuss that. Because intent to intimidate, designed to cause fear, anxiety, or disrupt the victim's daily life or work rather than resolve an actual dispute, which is where we are now. We're there now. I said we were there weeks ago, but after 100 threats, which could be which are documented, which could be tallied, we're there now. We've crossed the threshold into a very problematic area. No longer in the gray area. We're over the line. Here's gray, we're over here, or wherever. Civil harassment and stalking, a pattern of conduct that alarms or annoys a reasonable person, can lead to restraining orders or civil injunctions. Is this a pattern? I'd say 100 threats are definitely a pattern. I would say going online and telling people to go suck wieners and threaten them and yell and scream and call them names and then threaten them with a lawsuit. That is absolutely with the intent to intimidate. Criminal intimidation. Here we go. Threatening false criminal charges. Take note. Threatening false criminal charges to manipulate or gain leverage over someone can sometimes cross into criminal behavior itself. So, lawsuit until you violate the law, right? Which is where we are now. We're there. We're officially there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We're there. Now, I've been talking about a class action suit. There's no money to get from this guy, but there have been no less than a dozen people who have received these threats of intimidation. Okay? Some of these people may have went online and slandered themselves. I can only speak for myself and Carrie. Okay? One, there is a fine line between slander and not having the proper information. Slander and defamation is intentionally lying. Like going out here and saying the things that he has. Like, I'm a homophobe. Denying the reality of this whole picture situation. And threatening people over it. It doesn't go away like that. It gets talked about more. You could threaten the people who brought it up. But this is how it would work. It would go into the court system. And it would be proven that it is true. But with an anti-slap, don't even need to do that. 180 days. Not going to bleed anybody dry. You're not going to force anybody into a settlement. It's not going to happen. And if you're claiming loss of income during 180 days, you got to prove it. Show your income and show where you're losing it. Show how you're losing it. Because why else are you suing? Because of lost income. You can't claim psychological trauma when you're online every day saying sexual things, which we've heard. Sucking a cock is a sexual statement. Okay? Going online and talking about the same person day in and day out just because it's not in the title. And just because you feel like you are right and entitled doesn't mean that you are. Now, in this next clip, he keeps bringing up, he brings up me and Claire twice. You are using that to cause emotional duress, sir. This is why we are past the threshold of you being right and anybody else being wrong. Restraining orders are justified and would be issued at this point. And in the clip we're going to review after this, he goes after G-Man again, a guy he is actively suing, thus proving that everything I just read is applicable. Unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, and about the civil lawsuit. Everybody, and this is something that I've also pre-planned. Everybody that's involved can pull together, crowdfund, or just throw in together. It wouldn't cost but a couple $100 a piece, right? Hire an attorney and file a class action. He is not beyond reproach. He cannot threaten people who are covering him. He cannot do this. And I, for one, am not going to sit idly by and watch it. Also, there's an allegation that somebody, being him, may have perjured themselves. That's not a civil issue. Perjury and harassment are criminal issues. But go off, sis. Let's hear your infinite wisdom. I want you to count the number of threats in here. The threatening language, the threatening tone. Let's go.
Yesterday, I did say that I spoke to Robert regarding Carrie, and she got triggered. She ended up ringing. She did a stream immediately saying, oh, and here we go with the threats and the intimidation and stuff like that.
And here we go again.
Listen, Carrie, you say what you want on your channel. I'll say what I want on my channel.
Boom. Case thrown out. Case dismissed. You have said dozens of times. You don't care what anybody says, don't care what anybody does. Just because you say it, your actions prove otherwise.
You feel threatened and you feel intimidated, you can call the police or whatever if you feel like I'm threatening you.
Right there. He said you can call the police if you feel threatened or intimidated. Okay. Okay, cool. So, I definitely feel threatened. I feel like you're trying to cause psychological trauma in order to make me have sleepless nights. And I think you're doing the same to everybody else. And you're trying to get the money that you're not making right now. Because, look, I know the score, dude. I know the score. I have my ears to the rail. You are absolutely... You're not making as much as you were. You've been emboldened. Your head got too big. And now you're doing this. You're doing this. All right.
Okay? But I did say it, and I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
And keep it up, because you're digging a hole for yourself. And that's all.
See, no, you don't get to do that. You can't do that. What do you mean digging a hole for yourself? What do you mean digging a hole? That's a threat. It's a vague threat, but it's a threat. Just as knock, knock, tick, tock, you better be prepared, all this other stuff. Vague threats. I hope he hears what I just read, because it is applicable to him.
All I have to say. So, yeah, I spoke
nothing.
to Robert about
I'd shut up
people,
if I...
and you're one of them. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Don't tell me to speak. Don't speak about it. Just do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll say whatever I want to say. People.
You'll say whatever you want to say and threaten people. I appreciate you doing this right here. I really appreciate you doing this. Now, what's going to happen if Robert gets a call before anybody else gets a letter or call? Before I start covering you, I covered my ass because I know how slimy you are. I do. I know how slimy you are. You're gross. You're greedy. I saw what you've done, and you can't stop bringing up people who are deceased. You use deceased people to grift money, dude.
People told you not to bring up this fucking subject, and you fucking did.
Oh, so he gets to pick and choose who covers what now. Now listen to this accusation. What he says now, he says he knows something that is not true.
Okay? Now, I know
Thank
Wonky
you,
Eyes is
Kesha.
sitting there waiting for me to say something so he can start a fucking show later on.
3
this weekend
people he's
talking about
attacked
it.
so far.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I tell you all, I always get the last fucking laugh.
Another
Everyone
threat?
apart from her viewers are telling her to shut it. Yes, everyone. Now, Vidal, out of all people, and Yato, out of all people, are going to come in your
Thor.
chat and tell you you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That means you don't know what the
Okay.
fuck you're talking about. You
Okay,
picked the
never
wrong
mind.
fucking subject.
No. Kenny, Hussy, if you didn't want people to talk about it years from now, you shouldn't have done it. And you bring up stuff from years ago. So I just want you to realize that everything you're saying and doing can be done right back to you.
Out of all the fucking videos you're bringing up from 4 years ago because you are so desperate to smear me that you want to play
Nope.
them all back again that nobody's fucking
Nope.
doing. You're doing this obviously for Negz.
No. Do you have proof of that, sir? Do you have proof that it's being done on my behalf? Do you have proof? It came up because you brought it up. I was reviewing a clip, and in your own words, in present time, you admitted to doing it for revenge. Now, you understand that I have every leg to stand on to go down to the courthouse Monday and fill out a form with victims' assistance, right? Not a threat. Reality, Hussy. I'm trying to tell you, and you're not listening. And your inability to listen is going to cause you severe issues, man.
You know, someone else did a lot of shit for Negz too. Like DC.
Okay, see, now we have him trying to cause emotional duress, which I just read. Go off. Keep going. I want you to keep
I'm
going.
just saying. And she got sued. People coming in your chat telling you what the fuck not to say, you don't want to fucking hear it. You have no fucking proof to back up your accusations. Zero.
I am the proof. There are no accusations being made that are untrue. The speculation about the age of the subject in the picture is only speculation for everybody else. I can confirm it. You understand that, right? You understand that, right? This is why an anti-slap will get filed, dude. Ain't nobody going through that shit with you and that dork again. You're going to have to go in there and prove what you're saying isn't true. Do you know that?
Because in your stream the other day, when everybody was attacking you, you're like, well, I don't even know anymore. Was he a minor in the picture? Was he not a minor? You fucking said that. So you're like, oh, I'm so sorry because I believed Hussy for what he said. and I shouldn't have done that without any proof. That's wrong of me. But now you're just believing what Negz said without any fucking proof. Isn't that?
I am the proof. I'm the proof. Who else would know that but me? And you sued Clara. Yes, you didn't win. It wasn't proven that that was slander. There was a settlement. And I really think that if you're going to call your attorney, you should have him go over the settlement agreement with you, because that video you did talking about your first settlement.
That the same fucking thing?
It's a lot of money to pay back.
So, this is what she said yesterday.
Any
And I
amount
clipped
is.
it. Let's play a little bit, shall we?
Yeah, play it so we can. This doesn't prove anything, by the way.
If you were going to do back to him what he did to you, wouldn't you be getting a picture? Like, okay, so Negz posted a picture of you at 3. Would it be, if you were going to do back to him what he did to you, wouldn't you be getting a picture of him when he was a kid and showing it? Not a picture of his kid. What the fuck?
So, Negz posted a picture of me online when I was 3 years old.
I'm not going to admit to what I did. It's out there floating around, but it was not a single solitary picture of you. And you are taking it out of context. You want to talk about defamation and smearing? This is what you've been doing for weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks.
What do you have to say about that, Gary? Since that seems to be a topic of interest lately. You have anything to say about that?
Why are you so worried about it?
Because he started it.
Ignore it. You're the one
He
making
posted
it a big
online
deal. Uh-huh.
for the world.
Uh-huh.
You have anything to fucking say about that? No, you didn't. You didn't.
See, here we go again. Are you going to call people out for making my pussy hurt? No, dude, nobody's going to do that. Because you did what you did.
Didn't say anything.
God bless. You're exhausting.
Okay, so Negz posted a picture of you at 3. Would it be, if you were going to do back to him what he did to you, wouldn't you be getting a picture of him when he was a
Thank
kid?
you, Cash App person.
Not a picture of his kid. What the fuck did NEGZNN do to you? He didn't fucking post a picture of you when you were 3. NEGZNN.
Now listen to this.
So you're
Listen to
punishing
this.
Correct.
and
Hey,
taking your anger out on someone who's innocent in this. That's a fucking problem. And that's what I'm calling out.
Mhm.
And I will say that to a judge.
remember that, okay?
No, I want you to remember this. After you're done on the phone with Maxwell, go to legal aid and see if you can't get a lawyer. Not an attorney, a lawyer. Because you have crossed the line. And this isn't one of those vague knock knock TikTok better be ready tweets based on delusions. This is based on your behavior and the actual law, sir.
Remember that, Gary.
Okay, whatever.
I will fucking show all of it, Hussy.
Show
And
what?
the other thing I'm gonna do,
Gary, what are you going to show? Seriously. You know there is a year statute of limitation. You know that, right? I haven't done anything. I haven't been talking about Negz. My videos are not about Negz. My video.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a blatant lie. You mention me in a video, it's about me. Just because you don't talk about me the whole time. You just mentioned me in the beginning. You don't get to say my videos aren't titled Negz and then mention me, and that's plausible deniability.
Videos are not anything that is lawsuit worthy. What are you?
Dude, if you had money, it would be. If you had money and you were a welfare
To show
recipient.
all of it, Gary. This is old fucking shit. You're recycling. You got yourself in a fucking hole, Michael.
What do you
Congratulations.
do?
Congratulations.
More threats, another threat.
together.
I want anybody mentioned and threatened to start documenting every single threat. Because it's to me, it's only a civil matter if we get a group of people together and we file a class action. So you could finally stop. Me personally, I'm not going the civil route at all.
a compilation
Mhm.
of clips every time. Just maybe even over the fucking last year.
Call a
But another
lawyer.
5 years, you really fucked with.
No, if you went 5 years, you really look stupid because they're not going to look at 5 fucking years. And I can come on and say whatever the fuck I want to say. If it's worth a lawsuit, then fucking sue me.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to do XYZ to you, but I'll say whatever I want. Kenny, you got nothing. Are you showing Maxwell this stuff? Because I honestly, for what I just read, this isn't intimidation. This is the fact. I would file legal aid for a lawyer. There's a difference. A lawyer represents you in criminal court. An attorney represents you in civil court. You are harassing and intimidating people.
When I come on and say, if you slander and you defame me, I will sue you, you can't do anything about that. I get
Exactly,
fucking slandered and
Lava.
defamed on a regular. On a
Okay,
fucking regular.
On a regular, how many other lawsuits do you have? Are you suing everybody, threatening
Okay.
them?
Every time.
That's your
that you have
content.
criticism,
Mm-hmm.
Cooked.
I'm telling you now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Cooked
talk
your
about
goose,
it.
son.
Don't threaten it. Do it. So you better.
You mean don't sing it, bring it, like what G-Man says? I absolutely have, and I absolutely will carry.
Oh, okay. More threats, more intimidation.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
If you try to disturb my fucking life like that
Oh, really?
over this dumb shit,
Mhm.
I'm coming for you. And
Oh, but you try to destroy my life.
Who's destroying your life? Who's the one doing the things that you're whining about? You are. I have sat through a lot of Carrie streams and other people's streams. I haven't heard Carrie say a single thing that was false. And the one thing that you have a contention with, don't you know that, let's do a hypothetical. I'd be more than happy to be subpoenaed as a witness on her behalf. Depose me. I will come with screenshots. I will come with video. I have a video of you admitting you did it for revenge. I don't think the age is going to matter because nobody's calling you that word that you always seek out to sue people over. Nobody's calling you that. If it's a fact that somebody was a certain age in the picture, then all you got to say is, I didn't know. That's it. That's not the contention. The contention is you went to a Facebook because you admitted you did. Tragic took ownership for it, but you're claiming it now, and you took the picture. That's the contention. That's weird. That is not actionable.
With this dumb shit.
Hi, everybody coming in. Thanks, Cash App people.
That's what you're trying to do, right? Come for me, Carrie. Come for me. You started this shit, I'll finish it.
No, you won't.
the form of
You got nothing.
countersuing. And also, I don't even give a fuck about the money. I just want you to be labeled as a vexatious litigant.
Yay,
You
another
cannot
Cash
do
App.
this.
Thank you.
That's what the fuck I want out of it.
It doesn't work that way, sweetheart. Good luck.
I don't want your money.
I'm sorry, what doesn't work that way? I know that you live in a delusion inside your head, that you think that the world bends to your whim, but it doesn't.
I don't even give a fuck about the money. I just want you to be labeled as a vexatious litigant. You cannot keep doing this to people. That's what the fuck I want out of it.
It doesn't work that way, sweetheart. Good luck.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You're mistaken again. Why don't you listen to your attorney, and why don't you run past him the things that you are doing to see if you are in trouble? Because you're leaving a lot out because you're depending on a settlement, right? One anti-slap is going to get you labeled a vexatious litigant. They're going to call up all your other stuff. And again, read your settlement agreements, bro. I know you got more than one.
Look.
I don't want your money. Because it isn't yours anyway. It's the fucking government and people who you have fooled online. I want
It's
you
sufferable.
to be stopped. And so no one else has to deal with these kind of threats from you ever again.
File restraining orders.
Ever again.
That's my advice.
You are abusing it. You are weaponizing the court system.
He
Says
has no
Gary.
control. No
And it
control
needs
over
to
his
stop. And so
mouth.
does your attorney.
Mm.
Shame on him
Mhm.
that he continues to even fucking entertain this bullshit.
Mhm.
That just shows what kind of person he is.
Mhm.
And clearly, he just wants the money, which I guess y'all have that in common, don't you? All right, so I didn't see, did anyone, okay, so
Shame on him for filing a lawsuit. Shame on him for going to law school. Shame on him for passing the bar exam and doing his job.
No, nobody said that.
Funny, Carrie, none of this was an issue for you until we had our falling out.
That's not applicable as well. That has nothing to do with the case. Do you understand how these work? If it cannot be applied to your case, it's a moot point.
So, Carrie, congratulations. You picked the right road.
Another threat. How many threats are we up to in a 9-minute clip, guys? Are we up to about 8?
You picked the right road, sweetheart.
8 threats in 9 minutes.
If it goes down to lawsuit, I don't know how you're going to get an attorney.
Oh, if it does, that's another vague threat. Everything he's saying is for emotion, is for an emotional reaction. 100%. Okay? Sir, now this is what I'm going to recommend. If he's doing this to you, you can either use it for content or file a restraining order and still use it for content. Or no contact order. You go to court and play this guy screaming, go suck your husband's cock. You fucking bitch. You crater face bitch. Using AI images that attack somebody's, I guess, mental illness. You're that's it, dude. All you got to do is ignore it, and it will go. It won't go away. But you indulge yourself in this pity party. You've got nothing.
Michael already doesn't come home until 10 at night.
There you go, right there. Telling her you know when her husband comes home. What's that? What's that? What's that? What is that? Do you not think that a judge hearing an RTO or an EPO is going to hear that and not view it as, why did you say that?
That's all I got to say. All right. So
No, it's not.
Before we get into this fresh garbage stream, something just dawned on me. I think Crude as Fuck did a video on Carrie yesterday.
Have you went and looked lately? Because here you go, trumpeting the people who bag the people you don't like, but you're being called out now, so what do you got to say about that?
Crude.
Kissing people's ass is not a badge of honor to them, Hussy. It's actually cringe.
Yesterday, 17 hours ago.
Why don't you go look again?
Fine, and if you're feeling generous and you want to help me financially,
oh my God,
because you love me, we have a goal of 15 super chats of $10 or more. And
what's this? Is that you on the
count.
screen?
You can give memberships. Oh, and I got new emojis. I'm gonna upload new emojis.
Oh, that's
I got like 10.
okay. That's enough out of you. How many threats did we get up to there, guys? Don't worry, we got another hour-long video to get through. How many threats did we get up to there? That's what I want to know. How many threats did we get up to? 8? 8? Yeah, today's the 25th, right? Yeah, it says Hussy's opening rant 7/25/26. And yes, I absolutely keep tabs on this man, because I'll be goddamned if he's going to threaten me over and over again when... Okay, let's just click. I did not post a picture of anybody. A single picture of anybody at 3 years old. I posted something that may have had multiple pictures in it that were public profile pictures. And one of those happened to be... And what if one of those happened to be something that somebody posted when they were younger, fine. That I know what my intent was. I don't have to sit here and threaten people and threaten women and tell them to go suck dick and let them know your husband doesn't get home till 10. Why did you say that publicly? Why would you say that publicly? Unless you're wanting her to sit at home, or anybody for that matter, and be afraid because their husband doesn't get home till 10. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. Unreal the entitlement, the delusions, and the narcissism of this guy to think that he could just sue anybody who says anything that he gets blowback on. Dude, I see things on a regular basis, and I will continue to say this, that you would come unhinged about. You'd be on here screaming. What is supposed to be my reaction every time you lie and say that you sued DC and she lost? She did not lose. That is a lie. Go read your agreement. All right, guys, let's keep it pushing. We got this. This is from, I don't know. This is a stream that's in support of Blaze, where they collected. Remember, they collected money privately. Admittedly, so they did it privately because, according to Mags, who nobody's supposed to bring into this, they wanted all the credit for raising the money, which is fucked up. And I just received videos today, Fallon, Hussy, of you besmirching Blaze in June. I received the one where she had a breakdown on your panel because of what you did. Now, I know you're probably feeling guilty and you want to deflect this on everybody else with your lol suit threats. But let's watch this video and see how you review a guy that you claimed that you were afraid of and that you want to sue. Let's do that. Let's see how you instigate people that you are afraid of. All right.
Copyright disclaimer. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah.
Good to see you guys. Let me say hello to everybody. Jennifer Shazer. Hold on. Fallon, hello, boo. You're the first one in here. Good to see
Unreal.
you, honey. We got the Lulus in the house. We got Wildflowers in here. We got A's
Crime
in here.
after crime.
We got Max's in here.
I can see it
G-Days in
in
the
your
house. We got Kyla
eyes.
Boo. We
I
got Stormy
couldn't
Boo.
stop the lies. Crime after crime.
Hold on. Wildflower, did I say hello to you, sweetheart? I think I did, but I can say it again. Katie Marie, hello. Hold
8
on.
threats in 9 minutes.
Ladybugs,
not
say
good.
hello. Viking Chick, hello. Okay, I think I got everybody. How are you guys? Oh,
You want a
we
warning
got a lot
next
of
time?
people that are hate watching, so let me fix that shit.
A lot of people that are hate watching, put it on subscribers mode and avoid any other discerning opinions. Stay inside your hug box. This is why you are the way you are. If you would take a little criticism and maybe grow from it, that'd be great. Okay, but the courts and attorneys are not Miss Glory.
Let me fix this shit. Hey.
Mags is somebody who
Because
wanted credit for raising
subscribers,
money
yeah.
and was up
You
all
gonna get
night.
rid of all
They
your
got
haters
caught, in my opinion.
house. Okay.
Can't sue people over opinions.
So, anyway, TGIF, everybody. So, this morning I did a stream, a pathetic 30-minute stream, and I had to end it because my headache was pounding. It was so bad. It's still not good at all. It's
Don't
like
care.
5% better, but it's still
Good.
not good. But
Good. Have a headache.
during
I
that
don't care.
stream, I shared Mags's Cash App because Mags was going to collect the money and send it to Blaze's husband.
Somebody that the family doesn't know is going to collect the money and send it to the husband. A complete stranger, who, might I add, from the 10 minutes I heard them speak, is not there. They're out to lunch.
So I was told that a bunch of people started making up rumors.
No. Rumors are speaking things that in absolutes. Speculation is one thing, and what you did looked like a scam because that is how they work. And you've been around long enough. You've watched me cover it. You've covered it. You know this.
Trying to make Mags look like some type of a thief, and we ain't gonna tolerate that.
No. You need to start specifying who did what. I didn't do that. Carrie didn't do that. Gigi didn't do that. They're the only two I can speak on. Me, 3, because I know what I said and I saw what they said. So, lawsuits, slander, defamation, smearing. There you go, buddy.
So, first things first, let me show proof and get this out of the way that Mags has
Mags,
sent
not Negz. Mags.
everything to Blaze's husband already.
Well, when did that happen? After you read what people were speculating?
Let me get this out of the. Okay, there you can see, $180 we were able to collect in 30 minutes.
Remember when you said we were going to send the money in portions or all at once? What did you mean by portions?
Okay.
I want to know.
And there you go. To knock from Mags. Okay?
This isn't Hussy Tube. This is YouTube.
We have decided,
okay?
or her husband has decided. I don't know how it is, you guys. I've been sick the whole day. I really haven't been interacting in much of
Don't
any.
care. Don't care.
Her husband
Do
is
not
going
care.
to receive all of the cash apps.
Well, I hope
Okay.
so. What about the super chats to cheer you up?
The cash app is pinned in the comment section. If you look, hold on, and there it is.
Donate to cheer
So,
Hussy up because
if you-
somebody that he slagged off on with Mr. Ed passed away. Okay.
Are inclined and able to donate whatever you can to the family in lieu of flowers. We would
He's
all
got
appreciate
Ghost
it,
on
and I'm
his
sure
heels.
Blaze's family will appreciate it too. We did get the okay from her husband, so it's not something that we're pushing on them or anything.
Well, he was probably notified that that your community, in which, from what I understand, he does not approve of because you're trash. Okay, that's an opinion. You're trash. You're a documented liar. And he probably said, well, if they're going to do it anyway, yeah, just send me the money. Right? Fallon lied so much in her stream that I reviewed yesterday. It was unreal.
We just want to make sure we're doing everything the right way, not to offend them. And the husband
Sure.
receiving the money, whether it's
Sure.
bit by bit or a lump sum, it's going to go straight to him.
Sure.
So far, we did donate a little bit, and we were able to collect $180. I done a boo.
Is
So
that
I'm
it?
happy for that. And I don't think he has a Cash App. I mean, a PayPal. But if you do have a Cash App, that's what it is you can send the money to. And Mags, if you want to come up and speak, because I know that they were attacking you, or if you want to come up and
They didn't speak to her husband. So the guy who wants, and I have to say allegedly, because I don't know that, I haven't spoke to him, but you go threaten everybody else with lawsuits and tell the world that somebody's husband doesn't get home till a certain time, knowing you are a confirmed doxer. You don't see how this sits with the general public, do you? You look like a threat. I'm not saying you are. A burden, yes, but you look like you're threatening women. Who is going to be able to get a restraining order against you better than a female that you're threatening?
didn't say anything. Like, I don't know why people are coming after Mags. You try to do something nice and you get attacked. You don't do anything, you get attacked. So there's no point actually defending
No, I
yourself.
know
You
that.
know where your heart is.
You don't have to do anything. And
You do want to come up?
with
Okay. Me, Fallon, and Negz were talking about a half an hour ago, and this was the best thing to do, because otherwise they're going to come after Mags, and she doesn't need that.
Too late. Too late. You already did it. You already collected money under her PayPal and Cash App. And then when the real Cash App got posted, you walked it back. I heard the stream, dude. You couldn't help but to push it on to other people. You just start attacking the same person you're threatening. $180 is nice.
Why
but...
won't this let me let you up? There you are. Hey, hon.
Did you find
Oh,
me?
here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Mags. This is Mags. This is Mags that nobody should go after, even though, and I don't know what go after means. Nobody should review her because she's publicly on his stream and publicly part of this bullshit.
Listen, we all made a group decision. This was supposed to be private. This was supposed to be from our community.
What's up, Sultan?
Mhm.
This was not ever supposed to go out. This was
Oh, yeah, this is what Carrie reviewed last night. My bad. So it is not a deleted stream. I made that clear. But listen to what this woman says. Just listen to it.
Oh, fuck. Why won't this let me let you up? There you are. Hey, hon.
Did you find me?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, we all made a group decision. This was supposed to be private. This was supposed to be from our community.
Mhm.
This was not ever supposed to go out. This was not supposed to be for the world. This was supposed to be for our community.
Oh, my God. It's the World Wide Web. Okay? The key word there being world. It was supposed to be private, just for their community. Fuck raising money from anybody else. Nobody was going to send them money anyway, because we kind of know the score. But it's supposed to be private. Okay.
To be able
Okay.
to give one lump sum donation as from our community. And I didn't want your PayPal or your Cash App or Fallon's Cash App or anybody else's. That's why I just created one that didn't have any personal information on it. And I did misunderstand a message that me and Vaughn had, where I was under the impression that he said that he didn't know if it was okay to share the personal Cash App. So that was the only reason. And also, I know a lot of folks are in Canada, they don't have that. So that's why I also put my PayPal. So record straight,
We just made a
this
little
was supposed
mistake.
to be
No, the record's not straight. It sounds like a bunch of excuses. You misunderstood. People in Canada don't have XYZ.
with maybe the 15 or 20 people in our community. This was supposed to be from Hussy's community for Blaze. This was not supposed to be
Supposed to be from just their community. Not everybody else, because only Hussy's community loves somebody when they were just dragging them for filth a month ago,
maybe the
right?
15 or 20 people in our community. This was supposed to be from Hussy's community for Blaze. This was not supposed to be for any fucking body else.
Correct.
So it was a private thing we had spoke about on Wednesday. We talked
Exactly,
about,
Rue.
collecting donations and then making one big, donation to the family and, for flowers or for whatever. And y'all, everybody put me in charge because y'all trusted me enough. So it just, I should have known. I thought that I was covering all the
180
bases.
between- yeah.
And I also got worried that if I shared his personal Cash App, that maybe somebody would donate $1 and say something nasty, about Blaze. And I couldn't I couldn't live with myself if I gave out the personal Cash App and somebody sent $1 and said something nasty or mean. So,
You know what your heart is. I don't care what other people think. They can fuck off.
so
Well, of course, Hussy, everybody can fuck off, because accountability is in your vocabulary.
A mistake. We were trying to get things done the right way, the most easiest way for them, and it was just a couple of hours that we needed to navigate and make sure we understand everything. And
but
we
it would
No, you rushed into it. You didn't wait Fallon lied and said she's known since it happened. But did she go live and scream at people about it? No, she waited 3 weeks later, right? So you've known for 3 weeks, but you had to rush out on a Friday and use that woman's personal Cash App and PayPal to raise money for complete strangers, knowing that the hubby was going to go on panel with somebody in a week, and they could do it then. And if I may parrot Carrie, it's obvious that they didn't have financial issues because she gave you $1,000 allegedly, Ken. Where's that? Why can't you cough that up? Is that why you're threatening lawsuits all of a sudden? You need money? No. The world is not your ATM, huh?
It's a done deal. You donated, Fallon donated, and I donated, and it's done. So that's
Okay,
it.
there you are, you guys. So you heard that, right? So Fallon,
Spoken like people who got caught. I'm not saying you did anything. You're speaking like people who got caught.
donated, Max donated, I donated, and so
Whatever,
there's no
dude.
other issues, and that's
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted his personal Cash App shared, I would have
Share the
shared
stream,
it.
guys.
But I got confused. And when Vaughn sent you an email, but I told him you were sick, and I told him you didn't know that he
Did
had
he?
sent it. And
I want to see it. I want to see the email. I want to see that you talked to the hubby. Go ahead, you go live and say I'm a ghoul, I could all this and that. But no, because the next stream, I'm going to show exactly how you felt about Blaze. Call it exploitation. I don't care. I'm going to show exactly how you felt and exactly how all this horse shit coming from your community is performative. Your friendships are transactional. Yeah.
no way.
you were streaming, and I was trying to tell you, but I was driving. You were streaming, and you were busy, and I was trying to drive and talk to Fallon and figure all this stuff out in downtown Atlanta at all places. So I was a little all over the place when I was talking to him, and he said he sent you the email and gave you permission for you to share it.
Okay.
And I misunderstood that as in, he said, I don't know if he wants to share it. I thought he was talking about the husband, not me, but he was talking about you. So simple mistake, but it turned into a shit show. And
What? Simple mistake. What's up, Dress? What's up, everybody I didn't say hi to? How you doing? Links everywhere if you want to support. Oh, hang on a second. We got to change this. I meant to change this, but I was too busy screening his stupid threats and documenting them and counting them because that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Okay, Mags. Who isn't supposed to be a part of this? So you misunderstood an email that Hussy didn't want to share it. I got to see this. I want to see the email. You want to really straighten it out? Show the email. Show proof of it. You're showing proof that you sent $180. You made Fallon, the Pulitzer Prize winning Fallon, couldn't give more than $60? Because I have to assume it came from the three of you after you were busted out for collecting it privately and expecting to send it the way you wanted to. You overreacted and then went and collected money instead of taking a day or two. No, it is of my opinion, Kenny, Hussy, I'll call you Kenny since you're threatening all this legal shit, and that's the name it's going to be on the affidavit. You are exploiting it. You are threatening women. You are exploiting women. That's my opinion.
I think everybody trusts me. I think
No.
everybody was just kind of, giving me
Who
some
are
advice
you?
and looking out for, me. So,
I think this was the best thing.
yeah.
You don't need the extra stress.
Right. I've been up
Oh, this was the best thing. Didn't think about that in your first stream, did you?
all night worrying about how to do this and what to do and how to be respectful and how to not make a scene and not to cause drama and, shit. And here we are.
Oh, really?
I was told that,
Really?
the family didn't want a spectacle.
Really?
And I was like, well, it wouldn't have been a spectacle if everybody would have just left it alone.
Okay, well, no, that applies to Kenny, too. The whole thing that you're trying to spin, saying people are slandering you and they're not, leave it alone. You turned it into a spectacle the moment you admitted you did that shit for revenge.
Right.
But this was not this was a 30-minute live you did this morning. You were sick. I gave the information out. It was privated. I mean, it wasn't supposed to go anywhere else.
No, I don't see anything wrong.
No. You went live on a public... Never mind. Never mind.
So,
And you showed proof the money was sent and it's done. It's
Yeah,
done. I
it's
wasn't
done.
talking about it.
yeah. And like, it was just, I was going to take down.
Thank you, Julie. Why didn't you do it behind the scenes? If it was supposed to be public, why didn't you just... Y'all got each other's numbers. Y'all call each other and boo-hoo and cry to one another and play victim. Why didn't you just collect the money privately and send it and not say a word? Oh, because you need everybody to see how awesome you are and how great you are. You want to repair your reputation that you damage every time you go live.
Anywhere else.
No, I don't see anything wrong with what you did at all.
So
And you showed proof the money was sent and it's done. It's
yeah,
done.
it's
I will
done.
not
Nope,
talking
it's
about
not
it.
done.
Yeah, and
No,
like I was,
it's
you know,
not.
it was just I was going to take donations until Monday night, and then like 6 o'clock we'd go live and show, you know, them getting the donation, because I would have to make that public, because if I didn't, you know, it would look horrible. So, and that's it.
I thought it was supposed to be private. But you had to make the donation public. Why would you have to do that if it were private?
going to go through the weekend and see what we got, and then made one donation in Blaine's honor for our community.
Yes.
Not anybody else.
You were going to collect the money for a week and see what you got, and then send it with no proof of what you got. Okay.
So I don't understand where everybody's having a hard time with our community, the Hussy's community, these little people right here, our folks, our family, not anybody else.
Oh, Mags, wait till you don't suck his hemorrhoids. He's going to turn on you. He's going to sell your messages. He's going to dox you. He's going to do everything he does to everybody else. So just wait, honey. It's coming.
There's nothing wrong with what we do in this situation. Nothing at all. I
Yes,
just don't
there
want them
was.
to come after you, and I think this was the best way.
Yeah.
Stop that from happening.
Okay, I sent you a few receipts, which is very sus. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, we got time. We got time. Let me go ahead and get into this. This is from her channel. Watch this short. Tell me she isn't a tweaker. Oh my God. Trying to do the damn thing. Okay. Also, this comment was left on. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Let's take a look at this. I don't know the validity of this. But we'll entertain it anyway. And I don't know if what this person says is true. All right, take it with a grain of salt. This should have been done. This should have been done in the first place. I think they meant should not have been, but I was Blaze's actual friend. And when the time is right, oh my God, did Fallon write this? When the time is right, the text messages will be shared. Why you all has lit her the way you did. But Unicorn Girl better pray that there is no other reasons, because the messages I have from her are horrible. But Fallon needs to tell the truth. It will all come out. I am not scared to show proof and speak the truth. I don't know the validity of that, but when I reviewed Fallon yesterday and I saw how they were acting, I like to think that with my crippling autism, I like to think I'm a pretty good judge of character and body language and people's cadence, because you can tell when he's lying. I don't know her, but I can tell she's in a panic trying to backtrack, right? I assumed that there are some horrible text messages and emails just waiting for the public to devour them. And he is using Carrie primarily as a distraction from all this. Think what you want of her. I've seen all the stuff. It's just like me, whatever. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right and 2 rights don't make a wrong. All right. Everybody thinks they're right and everybody thinks that the people they don't like are wrong. I understand how that works. But he is using that as a distraction. And he deleted that message quick. Why? I don't know. Could have been a troll.
Yeah, but like I'm sorry, you know, I was just trying to be too simple and all that stuff, and I should have known better, but I was just trying to do something nice for my friend. You know, it's not here no more. And now it's been disrespected. Now, you know, her husband's been disrespected. He's been disrespected. There's more. Her name's been drugged through the mud.
Oh my God, they're the victims, guys. They are the victims. They are the victims. None of this was a problem. Where were you, Mags, when Fallon and Hussy were talking mad shit about him? Where were you then? Now she's your friend? So she wasn't your friend when that was happening, but now she's your friend. Just listen, I've been the first person to say, just because somebody dies doesn't mean they're a good person. Everybody dies. Just because somebody dies doesn't mean the whole world needs to come out and be like, my friend, they had such a big heart, they're great, blah, 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 blah. Because, Kenny, need I remind you that you don't hesitate every stream to bring up DC. Every stream. And you say fucked up shit. I'm going to slow it down because I want you guys just to hear exactly how this woman is speaking. It's at normal speed.
Trying to do something nice and all that stuff, and I should have known better, but I was just trying to do something nice for my friend. You know, it's not here no more. and now it's been disrespect. Now her husband's been disrespected. He's been disrespected. There's more. Her name's been dragged through the mud again, and I hate that. That's not what this
Again.
was about. It was about our
Uh,
friend and showing our love and respect. And now it's just been blown out of proportion.
Nope.
We can't even let the poor girl, just rest in peace.
I think a lot of these people have a guilt.
Oh, projection coming from the Bassett clown. Really? Disrespected, huh?
Poor
Okay.
girl, just rest in peace.
I think a lot of these people have a guilty conscience about the way they treated her.
I don't. I didn't treat her like you did. I showed the facts that you, Kenny, you brought down on her head because you are a hypocrite. I know how this works as a content creator. If I'm out here threatening women and being a psychopath who's lying and calling people out for things that I literally do. Yes, it does save a child. Yes, it's CSBP, Mr. On the Border. That's my PayPal. When you do that, there are people out there who will go out and check into people who make themselves known in your chat, like Fallon, like Blaze, like Mags, Charlene, and so forth, right? You know this. You brought that down on Blaze's head. And you know how this works out here because you do it every day. And then when you fell out, you said horrible things. See, I've been saying for weeks, if not months, that that it should be Ghost or chasing you. I think you're the one with the guilty conscience.
And they're trying to deflect.
Thank you very much,
and
Sam
point
Child.
fingers at other people.
Nah,
I
don't feel bad.
You've always been good to her, and you
well,
have
maybe she has.
nothing to worry about.
So
Oh,
please,
whatever, dude.
I know
You are the biggest narcissistic manipulator on this planet, dude. What is it? Type B, narcissistic personality type?
everybody's watching. Please do not come after me. It is a done deal. I told y'all I made a mistake. I misunderstood because me and Vaughn were, like I said, I was driving, I was texting, I was on the phone with Fallon, I was in downtown Atlanta, and
Downtown Atlanta, driving while distracted. What could go wrong?
said I was driving, I was texting, I was on the phone with Fallon, I was in downtown Atlanta, and when I reread it, I thought it said, we didn't know if it was okay to share publicly. And, I didn't think about the fact that he's been doxxed, because of that. So I never even thought that, they already know his information anyway. I was just trying to be safe.
Can I just say one thing?
You're afraid that, what, because you've seen Hussy dox people? We haven't forgotten what you did to Unicorn Girl or 21. You did that, and you did that this year. You've done that since spring.
Negz, in all my life being on here for almost 20 years, I have never seen a community put together so gently, nicely, and honestly. That's what they're upset about. Don't let it get to you. You did a good thing. We all did a good thing here. Everybody in chat, Hussy, you, me, everyone in chat, our community did something. Okay? Don't let them get you.
There's a Slipknot song called Gently. That's what I picture when you say your community is gently.
Grieve the way you need to grieve. Okay, because right now we're being told how to grieve. We're being told how to do this and that, and work with finances that are actually going to and went to her husband.
Yeah.
Wow, you suck too, Fal.
It's just something else to be content and something else to be community post tabs and something else for everybody to talk about and to keep, bringing this shit up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I guarantee if you lived to be 300 years old, the three of you, you'd be crying about this in 300 years, wouldn't you?
They want to talk about me privating or make so I did.
Wait. Here comes the petulant 5-year-old to talk about, I know I do it and they talk about it, but they do it too. What even is that? You do the
They
same
want to
shit,
talk about me
old man.
privating or make so I did a stream earlier this morning, and I made it to members only because it was a pathetic stream, and I didn't want it out there. I didn't remember that Cash App was out there for Mags. It's just,
Oh my God. If you're going to be a criminal, allegedly, learn to lie. Von Beardo said when her husband came to him, his main concern with breaking the news was that Hussy would turn it into content. He named Hussy specifically, and then they do this. And then what does he do? What does he do? He goes out and starts threatening women, threatening lol suits over things that are not actionable. You need, I mean, he's keeping the shovel industry in business.
You know, but actually, I'm glad now
Right.
because that Cash App is no good anyway.
Right.
They're worried. They're pointing fingers at me.
What? No. What do you mean it's not good? That goofball Mags said she created it. Said they just created it. Well, let's let her tell
They're
you.
for Max. It's just, you know, but actually, I'm glad now
Right.
because that Cash App is no good anyway.
Right.
Lies.
They're worried. They're pointing fingers at me for making it members only or privating it. Meanwhile, Val is the one that has privated so many of her streams about Blaze.
Well, it's a good thing I've got all of them. Where you guys said the most horrendous things about her because what? She canoodled with people you didn't like, which is apparently a capital offense in your community.
Why did you do that, Val?
Did you read the community post from Tasha?
No.
You need to look at it.
Let me look at it. Hold on. Yeah, I like to read her community posts, but honestly, I'm trying to.
Because she goes after people you don't like. I guarantee if one pops up with your name in it that's critical, you're going to cry.
Step back a little bit.
Right.
Cause
Yeah, I think that's.
No, you're not. You
if
just threaten
just
people.
Take your time, you know, like just do you grieve the way you want to grieve. Heal.
Oh, no
You're not
problem,
feeling
say it,
well,
child.
you know, and just do what you have to do to take care of yourself. Because
Get the fuck off the internet and stop exploiting deceased people for content constantly. How about that?
now we understand what's going on, and it's taken care of now. So, you know,
which post are you talking about? 23 hours ago?
Her last one, I think.
Yeah, this is supposed to be in memory of Blaze, but it turns into a drama shit show here in a minute.
The last one.
Right now to the
It was,
end.
yeah, it was. I know it was yesterday, last night, or in the middle of the night, or something.
We're going to be
All right,
skipping
let me read
some of
that.
it.
Pew pew. Okay. So it says, this was 6 hours ago. If someone tells you something you, quote unquote, should be doing around here, the very next thing you should do is ask them if that is in the YouTube TOS, or is there some fucking law that says.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, God.
This one is about potato. I wonder
Yeah,
if the
they're
differs
all
are going
about
to call out the
somebody.
farms for doxing people. That one?
I think so.
Okay, probably never, because they use that doxed information to harass and make money off of triggering people.
I want you to keep something in mind, Hussy. Everything that Tasha wrote here applies to you.
After telling the same people that doxing is bad and dangerous. Fucking freaks, man. Even though we don't know what happened, they are running around acting like they know they had something to do with it. Her death is still under investigation, according to King Diffie, and they are deleting shit. And they said to and about her and deleting panels where they yelled at her. That's what I was saying. That's not.
Oh, really? What about yours? I played one yesterday where you were reviewing her and haranguing her over just being around people and not constantly defending you, Kenny. Everything you say is projection, son. They have a guilty conscience. No, you do. They did this. Well, most likely you do it too.
It's not sus at all, Diffies. It's almost like we told.
Okay, okay. If you say diffies and cummies, you are a queefy. I coined that this morning. I am so sick of hearing those two words. Cummies is gross. Let's talk about that for a second. You're going to bag on somebody because they said cummies once and now you say it 20 times a minute. That's not a dunk. That's you being a cow. And if you keep saying diffies and not naming people individually, you're a cow. Therefore, you are a queefy.
Y'all, the farms will help you attack someone and then let you take the fall. This is all I hear from them. That one, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, why the fuck is Kel acting like people on the internet? That one?
Yep.
Okay. Why the
Stop
fuck
her-
is Kel acting like people on the internet have not pushed people over the edge and made them unalive themselves?
Because we don't know that for a fact, you smooth brain.
The Diffies don't just criticize people. What they do is
Diffies.
demand
All
you
right,
to follow their
Queefy.
imaginary rules, even though YouTube has a TOS. Then when you don't follow their rules, they tell you that they can basically do whatever they want to you because you put yourself on the internet.
That is your mantra, Hussy. That's literally what you say. Remember don't want to be doxxed, then don't dox. You know, an eye for an eye makes the world blind, right?
So they then relentlessly attack you with all their buddies,
She never
and
used
they
that
get
word?
the farms to dox you and dig into your personal life.
Peanuts
They use
unhinged
sock
right now.
accounts to cause confusion and chaos. They send emails and text messages to mess around with the person offline to keep them constantly triggered. They know damn well they don't just talk about or criticize people. They run around on panels to directly intimidate and target and trigger them. So
That is what you do, Hussy. Are you so void of self-awareness that you can't even see that is literally a preface to your life story?
they can make content. They sit in discords and plan attacks and coordinate getting information to use against the target. They also spread a script around to their friends so they can also stream and make money off of terrorizing someone.
Oh, like Hussy. Your husband doesn't get home till such and such time. Go suck your husband's cock. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to sue you. I'm calling the police. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm going to dox you. I'm sending a welfare check. Like that? Is that what you're talking about?
For Kel to sit there and act like the Diffies and the farms are not deranged group of people who engage in organized harassment is insane.
No, Tasha, start naming people. All of you. Hussy, Mags, Fallon. Start naming people. This Diffie shit, it's fucking playground vernacular. It's lolcow shit. All right? Start naming names. Don't be a coward. You don't have any problem dragging other people's names. And by the way, Tasha, you do the same shit. You make these long, smooth-brained posts that are meant to... I've seen you lie 1,000 times, right? But you do it to get to people. You named some people, but now you want to blanket everybody into one category. Okay, cool. Welcome to Queefies, everybody. Jesus.
They had zero respect for the family when Blaze was alive, and now y'all want to feel a little guilty and hide shit. And why the fuck would the family watch their shit unless it was used as evidence? We know why y'all deleted that shit. Exactly.
I don't know if that's what they call
exactly.
it. It's annoying. It's annoying. Just name people. All they got to do, it does, oh, okay. Never mind.
I want to play something by Vidal.
Never mind.
And I'm
I don't know why I
not
addressed
pointing
that.
fingers. I just thought that was very well put from somebody that's not on any side.
Oh, makes sense.
It didn't have
Fudge.
anything to do with the Dippies or any of that. So I'm not. Let me make this very clear. I'm not pointing fingers. It's just that was written very well by Tasha. Tasha is very neutral, and she does a very
Oh, fucking neutral. Neutral. Put the pipe down.
good job of staying neutral and saying what she sees on the outside.
Sure.
That's the thing. She's
Sure.
not on either side.
Hussy, you kiss the asses of the people that you know could destroy your ego with one post.
All right, let's listen to this short video by Vidal. Hold on. Kyler, is that you backstage?
You're gonna have to double check
Oh,
a
thank
couple
God
of
they
times
cut
because
that
I got
out.
peen bombed yesterday before
Yeah,
I
it's
let somebody up, and
Yeah, it's her.
it's like a tootsie roll.
Hey, hon.
Hi, honey.
Oh, another
Am I
player
playing
has
the video?
entered the
What the
game.
fuck?
Well. You know, Fresh Garbage ended, and I had no intention on going live,
Okay.
but I decided to do a little digging. I was just curious about some stuff. And, you know, with all the stuff about Blaze, hello, Miko. Everybody's talking about Blaze. Now, I did not feel any particular way about Blaze, to be honest with you.
Thank you for being honest.
If the news is true, well, it's sad news nonetheless. I'm just going to say that my conscience is clear. Well, hello, Angry Karen. And the only reason I'm
Exactly,
saying that my
Julie.
conscience is clear is because I did not engage with that lady. But I know a whole bunch of people who did.
Mm,
And they were
We go.
going out of their way
mhm.
to dogpile her. I know. And these people hate
Yes,
that I
it's
use
fine
that
now.
word. They can't stand it. They don't want to face the facts that they were dogpiling people. Now, I'm
Okay.
not blaming anybody here. This is not to blame. But this is
Well,
because
good.
I'm only doing this because I think somebody has a guilty conscience. Here's why I think that.
Thank you, douche. I figured
My
as much.
criticism was mostly about people going at Unicorn Girl because they were going hard for Unicorn Girl and they were going pretty hard for Blaze also. But it was clear to me, definitely.
Wait a minute, Hussy. Aren't you going to pause it and say, Vidal, why aren't you calling out what Unicorn Girl did to me? You're not going to do that? as you can see here, is that he's very selective because he knows he can only handle the smoke from somebody he perceives as weak. Well, if that's what they call their community, then fine. They should still name people, because this is Negative Nation. It always has been. But to say, oh, Negative Nation, that means everybody in the chat, anybody that's it's stupid. If somebody is guilty of a transgression, specify who it is, because this broad brushstroke of painting anybody who watches somebody or is a mod as the perpetrator of a transgression is absolutely, it's ignoramus behavior. It's ignorant. It lacks any logical thinking.
For Unicorn Girl, you know, and I was kind of on the fence about Blaze, which is also why I didn't really want to engage with her. But it was clear to me that neither of them, especially Unicorn Girl, were just not well equipped to deal with that, right? They're not gonna run from the internet. These are not people who are emotionally, they're not really stable, at least.
Hey, Hussy, she's talking about you. I don't know that for a fact, but she's describing what you did. You dogpiled.
Not in my opinion. Hey, fat pickle prostitute llama.
Oh,
God, your
that
name is wrong.
bitch. Fuck that bitch.
So all that's to say,
God damn it.
after Fresh Garbage did her stream, I was gonna go and read the comments from Carrie's stream that Carrie keeps lying about. She keeps, oh God. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into Carrie right now. Hey, Pink Plaza.
Oh, is that why you played it, Kenny? Somebody you don't like got held accountable while Vidal is speaking the truth about you. You. I played a stream yesterday where you, Fallon, and somebody else were chirping out about Blaze being on panel with Unicorn Girl, right? Okay.
This whole thing with Blaze got me wondering. So I decided I was going to check
I don't know
on
what she's
Val's
up to.
channel. So I went to
Threatening
Val's
people.
channel
Here we go.
and I was looking for the stream in which the dog piling in question happened.
Right. Where is it?
Guess what I found?
You know, I find this ironic. Unless people have changed for the better, I recall being dogpiled. Look, I'm willing to give people the benefit of a doubt if they've changed their ways, if they've changed their moral fiber, right? But we've got a lot of the right message being sent by the wrong people. It's not what I'm saying here, right?
Found
The video?
goose eggs.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
No.
That's her prerogative.
Couldn't find that stream for the life of me. And I was like, I know that stream. Like, wait a minute, hold on. I know that stream was there. I don't know when the last time it was there, but I knew it
Exactly,
was there.
Where
Garby.
is it?
So
What happened?
this is what I did.
Where are your streams, Hussy? It's not a point if you did it too. It's not a point. The point was she was one of your big donors, allegedly gave you $1,000, and you still treated her like garbage. That's the point. I didn't private anything. It's all archived. If Val wanted to archive it or private it or delete it, that's fine. The same with you, Hussy, but we know why you did.
I looked her up.
Hey,
Do you see that?
Good to see you, honey.
Listen, we got to delete a stream from just the other day. Hold on. This is Val's channel. Okay. We're gonna go down a little more.
God.
Okay, these are some of the more recent streams. This is all from July. Wait a minute.
Good to see you,
Godskin
sweetheart.
Hunt. That one's gone.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Fuckers get squatted. That
I
one's
got yours,
gone. I know
Hussy.
she was reviewing Hussy, but I don't know what all was going on
Yeah.
because I haven't watched her in a while.
I got yours.
It's tragic, really. Now these are privated. It doesn't say deleted. When it says deleted, like this one up here,
Oh,
that means
shit.
it was gone. That means, but these are privated because they don't say deleted, and it still has the stats there. So, what else? It's tragic, really. Fallon and Blaze lose to Shani. This is what got me thinking. Val, do you feel guilty? I don't know when she took all this stuff down.
I
So this
double
one's
up.
gone.
Okay, you know, if I know somebody else is up to some shit, I will put them on the screen and call them out. Why is Val the center of attention all of a sudden? See, this is what brings into question everybody run around trying to see who has the most guilt, who's the what. I don't understand what this proves. What does this prove? Am I supposed to not like Val? She's a creator. I just don't slag off on him.
This one's been privated. Georgia Peaches, Rise Rapscallions Raw. What's happening now? Oh, that one's been privated. Shine bright like a Swarovski.
By the way, that Swarovski
Yes.
is her email.
Okay. Yep.
Okay? That's her
Okay, so confirm that for everybody.
email.
One's
Okay,
the old
confirm it.
community badgering on. We know why this one's gone.
Beat it.
What are you?
Can't stop, won't stop. This was the stream I was looking for. This was it. That was the stream. That was the stream in which, like, I think she streamed for 12 hours.
Mm.
Swarovski is Blaze's old YouTube name.
And her current email address.
Yep.
Latest email address. Yep.
Val, you are feeling a little guilty, aren't you?
No, we have.
No, none of you are in a position to tell anybody how you feel. Look, I know how this works. It's all for drama. It's all for clicks. It's all for views. It's all for a response. I'll make this video the person I'm targeting in it, which, albeit to me, is unfair because you should give multiple examples. In my opinion, you should have Hussy on a split screen doing the same thing. But this mentality that the only people who could do wrong are the people I don't like, the people I want to dogpile with everybody else I know. Listen, I know how this works. I've seen it. I've been at the bottom of the pile, right?
Address. Yep.
Val, you are feeling a little guilty, aren't you?
No, we haven't, Storm. No.
I'm getting a clear pattern here. Can't Stop, Won't Stop was the 12-hour stream in
Okay.
which Unicorn Girl was also streaming at the same time. And Val and Keldoge and Woti went on her panel, and that's when they were berating Blaze, and Unicorn Girl had been on Val's. I think this was also the stream that Unicorn Girl had come on to Val's stream, and it was Woti, Keldoge, and Val ganging up on Unicorn Girl there. So yes, seems like you're trying to hide something. At least that's.
You know better than that. I only criticize the people who are up here on the screen. You should know better than that. You hide something. You know people can't hide anything on here. Who are they hiding it from? Who are they hiding it from? Look, I'm all for criticism. Fair criticism.
That's what it looks like to me. And I can only
Well,
go.
that's to you. That's just to you. I mean, this is something you could do privately, keep it to yourself, and not make a video. But I understand how the game works. But what I don't like that people do is they go out and instead of just like pointing out actual legitimate transgressions, they go out and do something to try to elicit an emotional overreaction from people. I see it every day. Every day. Shit directed at me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This is the way I see it is if somebody makes a video like this about me, I'm just using myself as an example, they want me to cover them. They are going to flick the bean to my reaction. That's proverbial bean, okay?
It's like you're trying to hide something. At least
I don't
that's
like
what
anybody.
it looks like to me. And I can only go so far. Look at
Can I
this.
say
Venom
that?
and Victory. That one's
What's up,
all
Rose?
gone. Valkyrie After Hours. That one's gone. That's a lot of streams, Val. There's a lot of streams gone.
Okay.
You privated a lot of stuff.
All right. See, and take who's playing it and reviewing it and why they're doing it. That's who these type of videos are engineered for. Is for low vibration, low IQ people like Hussy and his committee. Because why? They have a guilty conscience. And everything you're saying is applicable to Hussy as well. So why can't we do, oh, never mind. We got it. We'll call Hussy out. Okay, we got it. We got it.
At least I have Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
But wait a minute. You mean to tell me her shit is not archived somewhere? It has to be.
You know, I don't make it a
You mean to tell me her shit is not archived somewhere? It has to be.
you know,
There. That right there proves that the video being made is not to call somebody out. It's made to elicit a reaction. And hey, whatever. If that's your bag, go for it. I've covered things, played other people's words, spoken the truth, not to get a reaction, and you can go on Kiwi Farms and see what's happened, right? I encourage you.
I don't make it a point to A-log you, Val, but, you know, you're really making me wonder. Really making me wonder if I should start. Because I see you're taking stuff down left and right.
Oh,
What you
So
trying to
start
hide?
what?
I don't know, girl.
What you trying to
Nothing.
hide?
Nobody's hiding
I don't know.
anything.
Listen, this was not intended to be
Pretty
a very
much,
long
Anna.
stream, but I just wanted to point that out. I wanted to point
I
out
didn't
that
think so,
I
eh?
noticed, Val.
This is intellectually dishonest. It is. It's intellectually dishonest. If it's part of the drama game, great. Great. But it's real hard to call one person out like this that you don't A-log when there are probably a dozen others who have done the same thing. Right? And now I can turn that around on myself. Why am I reviewing Hussy? Because he's made it very personal. Very personal. He's lied. He's smeared. He's defamed. And he's one of many, but he's the one I'm getting to now.
I may not be watching you. I may not be watching your streams.
No, you do.
But, you know, I look at some other things. I don't have to watch your streams to be able to make conclusions about certain things.
Oh,
My conclusion right now
on.
is that I think you're feeling a bit guilty.
That's your only point, is that she feels guilty. What if she does? Is there a prize? Is there a trophy? Ass pats and dopamine. Again, do what you want. This is not about Blaze. This is about getting a response from Val for drama. It is about getting a reaction for maximum impact. I'm just speaking the truth here.
And you know what? You should.
Ooh.
Wait.
Don't tell people how to feel. Ooh, can't think for yourself, can you, Hussy? Why is it I had to go out and search for you and Fallon talking mad shit about Blaze? Why do you think that is? Why did you remove those? Why do you remove any stream? Why are you putting everything behind a $20 paywall? Why is the initial live stream of you guys using Mag's personal PayPal and Cash App behind a paywall? Can you tell us that?
Oh boy. Oh well.
Well, I mean, listen, we had our tiff back in the day when she called me the P word. She immediately apologized, whatever. She has stuff on her channel. I have stuff about her on my channel. I don't hide anything.
Bullshit.
I don't have any
Bullshit.
Nothing bad.
what you call
Bullshit.
guilt or anything.
I'm not going to tell you how you feel or you don't feel. I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'm telling you what your behavior is projecting to the masses.
Tyler, what do you have to say about it?
Hi,
Well-
Kyler. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Can you hear me?
Not too much.
You're real quiet.
Yeah, you're a little low, Kyler.
While she's fixing her volume, I have one thing I do need to say before I forget it.
What's that?
There was never talk of a GoFundMe in Hussy's name for Blaze. So let me clear that up real quick. And
What?
somebody needs to look up the definition of cyberbullying.
I have. I've also just read the laws of what your buddy on the left there is doing to women. Now let's roll over to feminism for a minute, because I guarantee at least one of these women on here has used feminism as a defense against accountability. Why are you letting a grown man speak in such a foul manner to women just because he doesn't like them? I know why he and Carrie fell out. I know why he and I fell out. It does not justify what he's doing. I know why he and Unicorn Girl fell out. Does that mean that he can drag that essay out for the... Even if she's talking about it every day, he could expose it and then try to dox her? What happened to feminism? What happened to the clams sticking together? Huh?
And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Carrie put us in there. I got something to say about Carrie. There's an echo.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, but there's an
Good
echo.
Lord.
Echo?
Mm-hmm. But let me help. All right.
No,
I still
Negz.
hear it.
What?
I think it's
Am I
Max.
invited to dinner?
Oh, it's me?
I don't know. No, it's not you. Kyler, mute for a second. Yeah, it's Kyler. Kyler, boo. All right. So,
Go out and come back in.
all right. Sweet.
I'm a man. Of course, I don't know what feminism means. Hey, I'm pretty. Okay. I lived with somebody for 4 years, right? I think feminism like everything else, the definition of it has been convoluted by the internet and mentally ill people. That's what I think. But I also think that words like that cannot have one meaning. They should, but it's like the Bible. It's up for interpretation to everybody. But the unfortunate reality of things, of movements, is that people weaponize them and use them as a shield. I used it as an example, facetiously, period. Right?
Yeah, it's Kyler.
It just means equality.
Gary.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about equality. So Hussy says all these gross things, talks about puffing Peters and tells other people to go puff Peters, doxes people, exposes sexual assaults, all this other stuff. So then he has no grounds to cry on. I'll change what I said. Let's talk about feminism and it being equality. So
Kyler, mute for a second. Yeah, it's Kyler. Kyler, boo. All right, so
Go out and come back in.
all right, sweetheart. Yeah, it's Kyler.
I'm all about equality.
So, Gary, I know you're watching, hon. I got a little surprise for you. Are you ready to hear it?
Oh, so this is support for Blaze, yet you have to slag off on Carrie and threaten her some more. All right, guys, get your handy dandy notebooks out. We're going to count the threats. I'll name them off.
I spoke to Robert today. I finally spoke to Robert today.
All right, threat one.
And that's all I'm going to say, honey.
Is that all you're going to say? This is lolcow shit right here. I told you what I did. I kept it up my sleeve for almost a month until I heard you swinging wildly about something that I am the proof of. That I can actually take this evidence and send it to somebody and for a couple $100 have the metadata print it out for you in big, bold font. I have read the laws, which are laws. They're not written by me. We elect people to do that. And I'm telling you, not out of an intimidation tactic or to harass you, you are in the wrong, sir.
I asked you to take the post down and you didn't want to listen to me.
Nobody has to do shit you say. You understand? Oh, you want me to get started on how you're using these means to silence people and take away their First Amendment rights, United States citizens? Because that's what you're doing. That's a whole nother case. Not to mention that you are a grown man doing this to women. Women. You don't get to threaten people over the truth. Coercion. Intimidation.
Right? But I'm not going to say anything else because,
Brett, So there you go, causing emotional duress. That's what you did this for. There's no other reason for you to say that except you want people to do what you say. You want everybody else to fear you. That's what you want. Why else are you saying it? Unless you want people to not talk about. You don't get to look, dude. I've run into many people like you over the last 10 years. And this is what they do, the doxing, the talking about your family's tragedies. If I want to talk about it every day, that's fine. You have no right to go into my real life and make the most out of it, or even come online and lie and threaten me to get me to stop talking about it. I know what you're doing.
He always brings up attorneys and blah, 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 blah.
You do.
So I'm not
That's all
going
you
to
do.
say anything other than I spoke to Robert today. Also,
You said something this morning. This was yesterday or the day before, right? You did it again this morning. You made 8 threats in 9 minutes.
let's show this community post by Vidal as well.
Oh
Hope
my
Robert's
God.
doing well.
Yes, he's doing good for us.
He's going down a bad path.
So,
This enemy of my enemy is my
as
friend.
you already
shit.
know, a couple of days ago when Harry was streaming about
Oh, Kyler wants the link on again.
one
Chat.
second.
Sorry.
That's okay. When she was talking about the picture, hey, Torvi, acting like she knows everything. Meanwhile, in the video, she was
Stop
saying a
talking about
fact
it.
that the age of the son, and then when
It is.
Vidal,
I'm saying for a fact the age. Me, the biological father of the subject of your stalking. Me. And I've told you, you've made over 100 threats in 6 weeks. You've made too many threats. And there is no, I'm going to call Robert every day. There is, almost a month ago, I took preventative action because I knew what you were going to do. I knew what you were going to do.
Yato and Pink Lava went in the chat. She's like, well, what was, how old was he? So you don't have any evidence. You don't have any proof.
Me. Swear me in. Swear me in. Yeah.
Just taking his word for it, like I've always been
myself.
saying. This has already been examined in court. You have no business bringing this shit up. Like,
No, it was not. It was not. Why are you lying? The metadata of anything has not been examined. Okay? You didn't win. You've been lying and saying you won. A settlement is not a victory. A settlement is a way for people to get you to go away because you are using this to intimidate, harass people so you can do whatever you want with impunity.
like Pink Lava said, you're just saying shit that got them in a lawsuit before. Now you're just repeating it. So
no, nobody's saying that. That is false. That is not what led to a settlement. I was there. You can't deny facts when somebody who was there. There's things I can't talk about. He will. He's allegedly sold that information, right?
when Vidal Yato and Pink Lava went in to
This is
correct
absurd.
her, she timed them out and she blocked them. But she says that they were acting up in chat and they were being rude. Now, she got all the proof that they weren't being rude. She showed all of the messages, right? So this was the message from her. Then she showed the message from Pink Lava.
You have subscribers only mode on right now. You have a fundraiser behind a paywall. You need to stop using examples of what you do to discredit people.
Now she has the message from Yato. Am I showing it? Oh, shit. This is what happens when you got a headache.
I was there.
Okay.
I was there. Who would know these facts better than me? You know, I know how this works. I know people like to come on here and dictate others' reality to them just to stir the pot, right? And the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. Everything is not a contention. Everything is not content. Everything is not worth a reaction. And there are a lot of people on this platform that just want to see you do this, what he's doing. I'm glad you're doing it now, and I'm not.
The trifecta is completed. Yato has also provided his live stream chat from Carryboard Housewives stream from yesterday. I'm still wondering where the chats are that deserve the ban 24-hour timeout. Liar. Now I know why you get.
What makes anybody entitled to not being timed out? That's a fair question, isn't it? Hey, I'm all about being fair here. And I'm here to review him. He's putting stuff on the screen, and if I don't think it's right, I don't think it's right. What makes people entitled to come in here and say whatever they want and think they're beyond reproach? And I don't understand this going online to prove what you said. Words have meanings, but they're also very subjective. If you're in here shitting up the chat, this, that, and everything in between, then yeah, I could time you out. It's only a contention for the people who want to complain about it, right? Right.
A-logged as hard as you do, Carrie. And here it is. Yato says it wasn't a child. It's not gymnastics. It's just clarification. Hussy was trying to use it as a gotcha.
At the time, they were an adult. The photo was not of an adult. Nobody is saying anything other than that because that is fact, okay? That is fact. It's not up for debate. Not with me. It's not up for debate. And if I tell somebody else this and they repeat it, I'm there to back that claim up. I'll do that for anybody, if we're cordial or not. But what I see is just a lot of intellectual dishonesty because we don't like this person. I have cleared up things about him and many others that I may have been wrong about, mistaken or whatever it is, because that's what's right. Just because I don't like this guy doesn't mean I'm going to go repeat things and make a mountain out of a molehill, right? No, can't do that.
He did send the cops. There is a screenshot because Hussy doesn't remember anything. Tragic send.
I'm sorry, what?
Says it wasn't a child. It's not gymnastics. It's just clarification. Hussy was trying to use it as a gotcha. He did send the cops.
He did. Okay.
There's a screenshot because Hussy doesn't remember anything. Tragic send a pic to Hussy. He wasn't.
Then why did Hussy claim that he went and got it then? So, same argument. Facts aren't known. We heard him admit to going and getting it. He took credit for it and said it was for revenge. If we're trying to keep people out of trouble, can we do it honestly? Because that is, I don't care who got it. And the point that that picture was of a minor, if it's not a point, it's not a point. Okay? But I could have sworn that we were all on the same page that going to a Facebook and doing this was weird. Right? And if you come on here and you admit that it was for revenge, that's even creepier.
16. We were there.
Jesus
okay?
Christ.
Again, no place, nowhere does it show that he was being disrespectful. Oh, wait. Is he back? No, she's not back there yet. Okay.
Is this being done to gas this guy up? I'm starting to lean towards that now. It's just to get him to feel like he's right, so he'll make a fool of himself. If so, thank you.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Pink Lava, where it says, to further demonstrate how much of a liar Carrie Board Housewife is, here is Pink Lava's live stream chat logs from Carrie's stream yesterday. Pink Lava was gracious enough to provide them so I could confidently reiterate my point that Carrie is a liar. Where in these chats are the freaking out? Where is the talking down? Where the fuck did Pink Lava say anyone in your community was dumb or too stupid to understand? Where, Carrie? I do hope Hussy sues you for the reckless comments you're making. You are egregiously disingenuous. And now this is Pink Lava's stuff. I know you want to make some points, but you are doing the same thing DC lost in court for.
I could have sworn. Oh, no, I see what's going on.
Hussy can't remember. Who knows? Jesus. Because they were calling him a PDF on the internet.
Nobody's done that. Nobody has done that. Nobody has done that. What happened 4 years ago? He admitted it, that I cleared it up and said he wasn't, right? I have been in many chats, these same people, where that happens. I just find it funny about the selective, but nobody lost in court. We conceded. There was no loss. And this is problematic because, and this is just a court of public opinion, because people go in, they catch a charge, in everybody's eyes, you're automatically guilty without any consideration that, you're innocent. There's no consideration. This is the same thing. Nobody lost. I'm the father. I know the age, because it was off my Facebook, right? Right? Okay. 4 years ago.
He was a child when he wasn't a child when this happened.
You don't know that. You can't say that, but I mean, keep threatening me.
We're calling him a PDF. Every word of this is documented in Nex's thread.
Oh, this is somebody else saying it. Well, you don't know that either, sir. You don't. You cannot speak in absolutes when you do not know. I was there. I was in front of a judge. I was part of it. I know. You want to know any other details? Ask Hussy, because he's more than happy to break agreements to tell people for a few super chats.
Like I said, you're doing the exact thing DC and Negz did and wound up in court for. It wasn't what you are making it into.
No. You debunked that yourself. You debunked that yourself. You said people were calling somebody a PDF on the internet, and that's how we lost in court. Nowhere did Carrie do that. And look, I'm just getting to know her. I'm not going back and watching a bunch of content and opinions by people so I can be like, oh, rabble. No, I give people a chance, right? If I'm live and I see some fuck shit, I talk to him privately. Yeah. But you just debunked it. She has not done that. Nobody has called him that. Well, okay, let's talk about guilty consciences then. Why is it being spun into that? Because that's what that is with Hussy. He's like, ooh, you're lying. I'm not lying. You could depose me. You could swear me in. Kind of used to it, right? But who would have the truth better than me? Not a single person out here in this void. No. So I have to look at stuff like this and go, this is opportunistic. This is not honesty. This is opportunistic. Because if you're calling them a liar, you're calling me a liar. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. But you can't sit here and dictate my reality when I know it.
Which is the same thing DC and Negz did at the time and wound up in court for. He was doing it because Negz did a political stream from a very right-wing position. He was making a point about Negz. Carrie, I know you want to...
What? Yeah, I'm pretty right-winged. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like my right-wing stance was more sane than the extreme liberal stance, right?
To be right, you are right to the point, but Hussy was not sexualizing Negz's kid. I was very...
Nobody said that. And that is also a matter of opinion. I didn't say that, but I figured if you're attacked, let's just say I attacked one of these people given their half-baked opinions here. Yeah, are they going to go out? Are they going to use me, or are they going to use a family member? If you use a family member, that's low. And why would you care if they're gay? I understand what he was trying to do. It was inappropriate. Why can't we just agree to that? This is how I would have worded it. I would have spared all these screenshots because I don't know anybody has to defend themselves against a 24-hour ban to this degree. This is reactionary. Some of the facts given weren't true. If you want the facts, ask Negz. He's the dad. I don't agree with being timed out because I wasn't being inappropriate. You don't even have to say that. None of this had to be said, but I understand why. Because this is what it's all about. Him saying it, me reacting to it. Que sera, sera.
Very much here for this. Your post was fine, but don't go down the McKids road for further advice. Carrie Board Housewives, you can criticize Hussy without doing this.
Okay, well, again, here we go. Ignoring what everybody's doing here. Just ignoring what everybody's doing. Everybody's doing drama. That's what it is. So this is either to get a reaction, because this cannot be a defense against getting timed out. Come on. And there were statements made that are not true because there's no way they would know. All right, let's see what I got here. Another Cash App. I just got a Cash App from Hussy for $5. That's just what the subject said. It says from Hussy.
But
I'm just reading it.
Okay. She don't care about the truth. She just wants to smear me. That's all it is.
Okay. Okay.
And this was the Vidal post that I had already read. And Kyler is backstage. Kyler, is that you, hon? You want to turn on the camera for a second?
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Okay. This is all for drama.
Apple for oh, it's worse now.
What? It's worse now.
You can have drama without that. Well, there were things that weren't facts read right to me, and I find it a little silly. If it's for drama, great. Do you, boo. If it's not, I don't know what to say. Maybe not call other people locals.
No, it's worse.
Yeah, mute your YouTube.
My YouTube is muted. I don't understand. I'm gonna just back out of YouTube. How's that?
Just close YouTube.
I did. I'd back out of YouTube as well.
No, it's bad.
Okay. Well,
Mute yourself. Mute yourself. It'll help.
Is she muted? Yeah. Apple Frippa, thank you for the $5. I haven't been able to send a message yet, but I wanted to send you my condolences to you, Hussy, and everyone who was friends with Blaze. Thank you so much.
You could have said that to the family, but it's all about Hussy.
So don't make me laugh. My head is gonna pop. No one has to send me any super chats. Please send whatever money you can to Blaze's husband. The
there
cash
you
app
go.
is in the comment section.
There you go.
As a matter of fact, I will send this $5 to him. Okay.
We're gonna need proof of that.
So hold on 1 second.
I was about to say, if anyone wants to send anything, we'll just send it right to him. Okay, or the link. Is the link still in the chat?
Yeah,
this
I don't
too
want
easy to break down.
No. Then what we do is then just send it
I'm
to
not
him.
cut out for
Okay, just put the
drama.
link down there and send it to him. Or if you trust anyone enough,
illogical.
but we just went through this, so we're just trying to make it easy now. We'll just leave the link and you just send it if you can to him. Okay. And just
Yeah,
put that you're from
okay.
the Hussy community, and he'll understand.
Yeah, I have spoken with him kind of, sort of in a way, and he understands that I wasn't trying to do anything. He thanked us for what we're doing, and just send
Fallon,
everything.
spell relief.
Now, if you're in Canada and you don't
Yeah,
have
exactly,
Cash
Julie.
App, just let us know, and
Yes,
one of us with PayPal will be able to help do that
Yeah.
transaction.
we'll work it for you. Just
Okay, I just
Oh
sent
my
Apple Fritter
God.
Fupa's Fluffers $5. I sent it to her husband, okay? So thank you anyway, but they've already gotten the $5.
Thank you, Apples. We love you.
And thank
Thank
you.
All
you.
right. Post
So,
approved.
poor Kyler, she got the. We can have a party. You got the job. All right, congratulations.
Congratulations, girl.
Good for you.
Woo-woo.
Hey,
We
what
needed some good
Oh yeah, of course. Hussy's like, congratulations on getting a paycheck. Now come over here, and give it to me.
news.
Yes, exactly.
He said that to somebody that got a job. He's like, oh, when am I gonna get mine, honey?
Hey,
Yay. Awesome.
it'll be blessed. You're blessed right now because you did it today. That's awesome.
Also, congratulations, honey. You deserved it. I knew you were going to get it.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
knew
congrats
you
on
were gonna get
congrats on being one of the few people in that community that have a job.
it.
Go in stepping with good luck.
Yeah, we'll have a party. Let's see how I feel tomorrow because I'm not
Well, Crochetter, he wouldn't be able to threaten women and yours truly with lol suits if he had done it right the first time.
going out or anything right now.
I hear you. I was supposed to go out, and I'm not even going out. I'm like, I'm done.
We were supposed to all go. I mean, you and my cousin too.
Yeah. Then my friend calls me. You want to go to the casino tonight? What are you doing? I'm like, okay. And then I was like, no, I can't. I'm too wiped out now.
$100
dressed in there. I'm
membership,
like,
$100 membership.
I was
That's
thinking,
ridiculous.
We can watch a G-Man come into New York City. You want to do that? Or do you guys not feel like it?
Oh, I need a restraining order. I'm afraid of this guy. Let's watch the video of him coming to my house because that's how you get people you're afraid of to leave you alone is by antagonizing them constantly. That's logical.
I want to know what he ate.
Oh, does he have a pretzel mustard all over his face?
Maybe. Let's.
Okay.
You know
Ooh.
that's taken
You
under
don't get that
consideration, right?
Yeah. So let's see. Live. Okay. Original content. Let's watch these things. Okay. You guys, again, the Cash App link to Blaze's husband is pinned in the comment section. If you can help the family, please send whatever you can. Okay. Why is this acting?
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking clown world, man.
Yeah, and there's Empire State Building, home of King Kong.
And I guess
Some people get here before I start interacting with the audience. I'm actually going to do an interactive thing where I'm going to talk to the chat. But there's only 11 people watching, so I don't know if I get like 50, 60 people watching.
Calception,
Interact
everybody.
with the chat today. It's a nice little gender. I want to see.
Oh, you have to pay $100 to get a call from him? Fuck, the police and Robert get one for free.
Lifetime gem.
I know
It's
exactly
called
what it
Lifetime
is.
Gem.
By the way, he's in Chelsea. Chelsea is all gay.
Yes. Except for my dad's apartment building that he lived in. But yes.
What are you implying?
Yeah. Oh, I spelled husband wrong. Fuck.
What are you,
I can
what
go
are
there
you
right now.
implying?
I have a membership.
Dude's such a hypocrite.
I haven't even passed the church
I
yet.
got mine anymore. I don't know.
And Chelsea is beautiful and very, very expensive.
Is Planet Fitness the church
Why don't you live there?
now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I go to Chelsea for one reason, and there's clubs there that I go
Yeah.
to, but I don't know anything.
Well, I know what clubs you go to over there.
What a
Hey,
gag
one of these
hag.
things, so I don't got to walk.
And you
I
like
like walking.
it.
I don't
Which
want to qualify
one?
for New York City for the marathon. You got to be pretty fast to run these things over here in New York.
I like it there.
$199 for a tier with that idiot. Great. Well, you don't need to pay for him to call you because he'll just dox you and you can get calls for free.
Okay, now where am I? 34th Street and 7th Avenue, right? Is that Manhattan Mall? Go to, let's go to Manhattan
Thank you,
Mall.
Brady.
Why this guy points
Don't
the
call
camera to his
yourself
face
old.
the whole time, I don't know. Dude, we don't want to see you. We want to see Manhattan. People want to see the streets of Manhattan.
Oh, well, no, turn the camera around and shake like Michael J. Fox hanging out of a palm tree, like Kenny does.
He's giving me a headache with the walking back and forth, the weaving. I don't get why people do that.
Spell relief, Fallon.
Go to Manhattan Mall. All right, so let's see what you guys are doing here real quick.
He thinks his shit don't stink, but that peanut boil does.
Uh-oh. Got a lot of popo out here. Lots and lots of popo.
Trisha, thank you so much, sweetie. We love you too.
I don't have
And
the
thank you for
balls to
being
set
part
a
of the community.
$200 tier.
Must be
I've done something like that before. $50 to
walk around
troll.
with this. Just around with the rifle.
But
Storm.
$200 to get a phone call
At
from me.
least I don't gotta worry about nothing bad happening.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Madison
Having a
Square
rough
Garden.
day?
Home of your
DM me. I'll talk to
York
you.
Knicks, baby.
Oh.
The defending, conquering NBA champions. And I feel sorry for all the little people out there that thought the San Antonio
I'll show you
Spurs
how
was
she
going to beat
spelled
us.
it.
But we stomped the mud hole in the San Antonio Spurs. How you doing,
That's how
Mr.
she
Wemby?
spelled it.
We're going to beat you again next year and give it a chance. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. So let me see something here. Home of the New York Knicks. Does he reek of awesomeness? We reek of awesomeness. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you guys something here real quick. Let me show you this here real quick. Let me show you. See this is Madison Square Garden. Home.
I'm scared
the
of him.
New
I better
York
watch his
Knicks.
videos
Home. Let me
and
get
criticize
We can't
him.
read.
No, he can't.
Madison Square Garden.
See, this is why I don't think there is an order in place. I don't think anything's going forward. He's out here making the most threats. 106 weeks. That's a record.
I
Okay.
used to live around the corner. I used to live on 34th.
Be more than
Around the
happy to
corner.
prove
What
it.
a congested, busy fucking area.
I'm just glad when I was working there that the train came from my station right into Penn
And-
Station, and I
oh,
was
yeah, right
just like,
there.
okay, thank God.
Yeah, it's
You
right
think
there.
he lines his
2
litter
minutes
box with his
express.
wigs?
Let me tell you, this place at nighttime,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be careful hiding.
Yeah, you do now. Back in the
There
day.
you go.
Yes.
The world's most famous.
Why?
Mags, you okay, boo? Magsy boo.
I wouldn't be out in New York
Happy
City
day.
anywhere after dark.
We love you.
I'm just
Love
checking
you.
up on you. Okay.
Hubby come in and he's on the couch, so.
Okay, no problem.
Arena. Will we beat the Spurs in 5? A gentleman's sweep. I hope LeBron does go to the Spurs. We might be able to beat them twice in a row. LeBron James decided to sign with the San Antonio Spurs. We'll beat them worse this time. We'll probably sweep them next time. Sorry for you LeBron fans out there, but the next rule, the next rule, the next rule. The next rule.
I can't stand professional sports.
See that? That is the world's.
Hi, Chantel.
That right there is what counts, buddy.
It's
That's what counts.
Professional sports, the same shit the Romans did to appease their masses because the Romans were boofing them in real time.
The only thing that would make my day better if I would run into those Hebrew Israelites while I'm out here, because I would give you guys a treat.
He
I
talks
ran
about
into
that Hebrew original life.
That's the only other reason to be out here. I'm probably going to start coming out here to deal with them again like I used to.
Yeah.
Maybe this fall. But let me see.
You know, I keep thinking of stuff, but quit pausing it. Well, it's G-Man, right? This whole contention about somebody speaking the actual age of somebody in a picture that he admitted to seeking out and doing for revenge is being turned into something it's not. But if you watch a stream with he and Fallon, they say the word child or your child more times than I've ever heard anybody do it to try and get an emotional reaction out of somebody. So why is that okay? But saying the reality about a picture isn't. I don't understand it. It's not logicking, man.
All right, so this is no, it's 31st. 31st this way. Should I go to 27th Street and then go to...
Go for it.
God.
All right, we're going to go to 27th Street first. Then we're going to come back and we're going to go to 33rd Street. This is 31st Street, so... Then I might go 125th and West to go see the Hebrew Israelites out there. We might do that next. So we'll see.
Go fuck
Usually
with
when I
the
come out here,
Hebrew
I mean, Times Square
Israelites.
was over there
Love to
preaching
see that.
and everything. But
Why does he go to fucking Times Square so much? That's for tourists. Like, why would you do that? Everything there is expensive. You can't afford fucking anything anyway.
And everybody's seen it. So
Everything there is expensive, but you can't afford it. Honey. Okay, who pays your rent? Who pays your bills?
many goddamn times. But
Yeah, and it's all like gift shops of New York City tourism items. Like, why would you fucking go there?
I think something
like we haven't seen that.
I usually I do these walks in New York on my other channel too. That's when I'm out there looking for the Hebrew
He's
Israelites, because I
afraid
don't
of
see
this
nobody
man,
out
by
there,
the way.
which is good. But sometimes vocab and them to be out here too.
He
And then
filled
the
out
other
an
popular
affidavit
Christian YouTubers
swearing
out
he
there.
was
I
afraid
met,
of this
the
man.
Forerunner
I just want to
77,
point
the
that out.
Forerunner.
Honestly, every part of Manhattan, whether it's the Meatpacking District, Chelsea, Upper East Side, Lower East Side, East, they're all great places. All of them. So when I say, oh, Chelsea is beautiful, so is every other place.
777 out here one time. So that was pretty
No.
cool. I had a few people out here,
No.
come to think about it. Christian YouTubers, very popular. Let me see.
I hear Lower Manhattan's like a
I was in one
shithole.
of those Elon Musk cars the other day.
I don't know.
Very interesting experience how they drive themselves around. Guy took his hands off the wheel and said the car would drive for him. Very interesting. $100,000 for one of them cars. Crazy. Yeah. I can't stay out here that long because an hour is going to be poor. And I don't want to be out here on the street in about an hour because then it's going to be raining really hard out here. At least that's what they say on the news anyway. So we'll
You
see.
can't afford an umbrella?
You can't afford hair plugs?
I'm glad we only have 21 people here. Means I don't have to read the chat. We get 50 people. I'll start reading the chat.
You ain't
But I got a
getting
couple
no
of good videos y'all going to be getting from me. So some really, really good videos y'all going to be getting from me. See that? So ready to get
Okay, Tazzy.
All right, let's see. I'm starting to lose a lot of my muscle mass because I'm training for my marathon next year. I'm going to lose a lot of my muscle mass
Morning room.
when I start running. Start getting up and doing.
Well, you know, generally, and it would be considered if this thing went to court, if you're going to claim you are terrified of somebody, and then you're going to go online and antagonize them constantly for elongated periods of time, that's going to be considered when it's time for you to have your word, right?
Doing like, 7 miles, 18 miles, 22 miles, just in preparation for this marathon.
Hey, freaking.
Not the one that's coming this year, but I want to do the New Jersey.
God.
That's pretty impressive if he can run that many miles.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of my bosses that worked at a hair salon, he used to run across the Verrazano Bridge all the time when they had that thing.
Yeah.
He used to do that every year until he died, sadly. He was 85. He did it when he was in his 20s all the way up to 85 years old. God bless him. He was so fit.
Next year. I mean, I'm either going to do New Jersey, Philadelphia, Scranton, or I'm going to do one I've never done before. That's going to depend. I know Jersey City has a marathon now. And I've been telling my family that I'm going to run in the Jersey City marathon. So I might actually do that. Since I know that, since when I saw the map, I know it's very doable.
So you've thrown punches at
I get on 27.
how many people now in this stream?
We'll killed by a taxi. Death by taxi.
To be fair, I'm just reviewing what's on the screen.
I think you want to buy t-shirt. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, you don't drive, G-Man. Because I love to walk. And if you don't know me, you will never know this about me. I absolutely love
Yeah, this is a memorial stream
Although
for
I'm starting to
Blaze,
get out, I'm starting to
guys.
get up here. I need to get a car soon at some point.
This is for Blaze. He's going to support Blaze by reviewing a man that he is trying to sue and trying to get a restraining order against. That makes perfect sense.
Cleaning the sidewalk over here. 27th Street. All right, here we go. Now, I think I'm supposed to go this way. Should be in the middle of the street here where I'm trying to go. So y'all can come with me, but I am trying to get something that I can only get here. I can't get this where I live in Jersey. So
Why can't you
I
get
have to come here
regular
to get it. Supposed to be on this block, so we'll see.
Why can't you get a job? I'm just going to ask questions too,
I
Kenny.
should show you guys my old church. I'm not that far from here.
I'm going to ask
About 10 blocks
questions.
from
You
here on
ask
17th Street.
questions.
On 17th? Yeah, on 17th Street. I doubt that place. It's my old church. Like I'm talking about like back in 2005 or something. So I don't even know if that place is still there anymore.
Cyrex is on
Are you
TikTok
going to go in there
now.
and say a prayer?
Right?
Doors will slam shut right on his ass.
The renting that door? Crazy. I'm not going to afford these crazy rents. How you doing?
What are you doing? What? How you doing? Like you know the people.
I got to go get a vape.
What the hell?
Enjoy. I'll be back.
It's in one of these buildings. Now, which one is it? See this? I get more views on YouTube when I have my camera off than I have it on. I get more views with my camera off.
I wonder
than I do
why.
with it being on. Think about that in a minute.
We just did, and Max just told us the truth.
This is why I don't listen to people when they tell me if I do this, I do this.
You need to flip your camera around. People want to see the streets of Manhattan. Tired of looking at your fucking face.
And I do this because if I try it and it doesn't work, I don't go to it again. You know? All right. So if you're just now watching, I am here to shop in New York. Bingo. I can buy wholesale here. Give me a second. I gotta be right back.
Okay.
How you doing?
Hey, you don't wait.
He will wait a long time.
They sell wholesale.
Did they really say something about him having his camera on? Did they really do that? Okay. I'll just verify.
All right. How much is it wholesale?
Well, I've got these
30.
three right now. So.
$30?
Just nicotine.
36.
I don't do the pots anymore.
Is it just one of these or is
Oh,
it
that's
a
okay.
You walking, G-Man. You walking. Go to Chinatown.
It's $15 for the 6.
Oh,
Okay, man, I'll be back.
Sir. Is it the same thing, right? It's 15, right? It's 15. It's 15, right?
Oh my God, is it 15?
That's because people could see him during the day. He went out the other day and took a seat at a free backgammon game because that's what old men do, play backgammon.
How is it hanging with somebody?
You gotta leave if it ain't 15. Is it 15?
Just going fucking.
He's scared of him, guys. Remember that. He's scared of him.
Pretzel corn dog and a
Afraid,
I can't give you more than 15.
I'm not finished yet.
He ain't finished yet.
Totally didn't perjure himself.
The color went to the same time, right?
Yeah.
You have, what's that? Same thing, 4X and blue, huh? 4X and blue.
Oh, you're 4X?
No, I think you're getting the 4X for you know who.
I think you got a point there.
Yes, I do.
For Hussy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, right. So, got 4X?
Hold on, guys.
Oh, man, thank you. Okay, all right.
Yeah, with a mask on, it's 2026. But going to bars with a wig on and no mask. Clown world shit.
How many do you want to you get thick?
This is fucking dumb.
Is
Is that all you do? The rest of the stream is review
No, it's
G-Man?
18 for the bigger size.
Okay.
Okay, it's all G-Man from there. I'm not going to sit here and listen to this guy. I've given my criticism. I broke down everybody's fallacies, and it's nice to see that nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I can respect the drama game. I can respect that, but I don't understand the putting batteries in Kenny's back. But you know, go ahead. I still stand by that. If you have to force content on here, then that's malicious. His Canal Street catalog of goods, probably. So if you're just getting here, I'll give you a synopsis. Hussy's made over 100 threats. He's now in the intimidation, harassment, and coercion territory. There is no suit to go forward because at this point, Carrie, the one person he is threatening constantly, could get a restraining order and shut him up and muzzle him, because he's not being critical, he's being threatening. And when you come on here and you tell the whole world what time somebody's husband gets home, and you're a known doxer, what do you think that is? What do you think that is? It's a threat. And I know that there are plenty of people that have been victims of his that would step up and take the stand. And it's going to take one person or a class action to, or even an anti-slap to get him in court, have him expose his finances, and prove, one, there's a clip of him saying he makes 50 grand a year. If you're on Social Security in New York City for being legally blind, that is almost $21,000 over what you're allowed to make. It's not, if it's just threats, stop it. And if you're selling details on settlements, that's not good either. Because if you break that agreement, he knows about agreements being broken. You can ask him, he sold the information. Then you have to pay that settlement money back to the defendant. I wouldn't repeat myself if he would just review things and quit being a disgusting old man. If he would quit threatening people. Okay? Listen, Kenny, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a bit of a shift in the paradigm of all this stuff. Once upon a time, everybody was the consummate victim. That's not the case anymore. You're not a victim of anything. You're a victim of your own poor choices. That's a fact. You're making bad decisions every day that affect you and everybody else. Hussy claimed he made $600 a year at Twitch. You know, let me talk about his claims and him saying he's an entertainer. You're either an entertainer or you're a highly sensitive man who wants to do whatever he can to other people and not have any consequences. You can't have it both ways. If you're an entertainer, then ignore what people say and entertain. But you're not. He put it on legal papers. That's perjury. That's perjury. I don't know what, I know New York City lets murderers and rapists run the streets, but you know, not here. Perjury's perjury. You commit perjury, you're only hurting yourself. He's a consequence of his actions. Paradigm. I'll keep that in mind the next time I play Scrabble with the dog. I know he's a big fan of Scrabble. Yeah, from the deli and Mercedes to Ubers and Section 8. He just used to take it from other people. It's not happening anymore. It's not. There seems to be this thing with the horror cows that when they're winning, they sabotage it. When they've got one up, they sabotage it because of greed. And I stand by. I mean, I can't. It's not everybody, but it seems like so many people that have dealt with these weight issues, like Hussy, and had surgeries. It's like that greed transfers over into money and other things. I don't understand it. In legal papers, oh, thank you. And one of the four, okay, no, okay, excellent day. See, there's a lot of stuff I either don't remember or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm in contact with those attorneys. I'm in contact with the Indiana ones. I'm in contact with the new one, and I've got all the documentation. And like I said, I'm not interested in a civil suit unless it's a class action and multiple people could split the bill and have him go and expose all of his finances. All of them. The threats have at this point constituted restraining and no contact orders. Because nobody can, you're not supposed to do this. You're not just supposed to threaten people all the time. You know, knock, knock, tick tock, hope you're ready. Those are vague threats. And especially if it's under false pretenses. You know? That is called intimidation and harassment. 100% actionable. Or like Hussy, going online, I'm calling the police. Okay, and then doing it just to intimidate somebody? Yeah, that's criminal. What are you doing? You are filming yourself, sir. Yeah, well, people claim a lot of things under oath that could be disproven. That seems to be the locale way. And I mean, if he has violated any of his settlement agreements, they can go back on that. All I'm saying is I don't take kindly to being threatened like this regularly online. So I'll go ahead and say this. If you are being threatened by this clown and you are interested in knowledge or pursuing a class action, let me know. It won't be anything to set up a fundraiser run by a firm, not by anybody else, not regular Tom, Dick, and Harry, run by a firm or by somebody who can do it, a third party, to pay the expenses, or everybody could chip in. You got 20 people. What is that, $100 a piece for a retainer? Because it's out of control. There's so many people out of control, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, and some of these people have had consequences and they just can't control themselves. Oh, and yeah, that's illegal as fuck. That's an actual crime. Yep. I mean, there is a transcript of those because there's always a stenographer. But to record those and post them, no. Big crime. I've even covered that. All right, cool. It's like you have to explain to people on here that murder is illegal because they believe that they could do whatever they want. Okay, right on. Yeah, I mean, that's what we were going to pursue, was to prove that he's a fucking liar. But life became so stressful, and then everything fell apart. Yeah, we didn't have much of a choice. It was either take our losses and continue forward, or go bankrupt. And I'd be goddamn if I'm going bankrupt for this idiot. That's because some legal representation is garbage, Anna. That was another defining factor. Some people and I mean this in the best way, aren't cut out for this, the legal stuff. They're not cut out for it. And at one time, I wasn't. I welcomed the challenge because I so much knowledge I've gained, and the truth is what matters. Not a delusion, not lies. The truth. And the fact of the matter is, this guy has threatened me enough that that's all I'm saying. No, my next step will be a legal muzzle because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of watching the system be abused to silence people. Right? And I'm sure a lot of us are. If you've never been in the line of fire of this type of lawfare, then it's not relatable. You can understand, but when you're in the line of fire of it, it's like Jesus. It's like being assaulted. Yes, Dove Kitty, we had too much coming at us. Down the road, I'll be able to speak on more things. Right now, I'm not. But I'm out here observing what's happening, and I'm like, wow. Okay. I mean, if I... too much. And nobody's watching what Hussy did with the contingency attorney, right? He bled one person dry. They almost tanked an entire company. And they have a garnishment. And they're still doing the same shit. Not considering that just maybe people already know what the hell they're doing. And just because there's no price to pay now doesn't mean there won't be down the line. And I mean legally. None of this, hey, fucking husband gets home at 10 o'clock, bro. No. We're beyond that now. Beyond that. I've not said anything that was an intentional lie. And when it comes to Kenny, I've not said anything that is a lie or an unintentional lie or or misinformation. And after having your family stalked, contacted, the police line blown up, and telling people who absolutely can go on the record saying they did it in hopes of somebody answering the door for a maximum emotional impact. Do you think I'm going to sit by and just use it for content? No. If somebody lacks that much self-control, then you have to be restrained by the law. Period. I know he's not going to come here to my city. He's not a psychopath. Well, I mean, he is, but well, I don't know if he's diagnosed as one. He's definitely out of his off his wig. But his words and his actions have meaning and intent. That's what it's about. One, file a restraining order if you're getting threatened like this. He's making vague threats and saying shit like your husband get home at such and such time. That's a threat. That's meant to cause harm. And two, anything comes into your mailbox from Maxwell, anti-slap. Boom. They have 180 days. There's no continuances, none of that. It has to be resolved in that window. And it won't be hard to prove that this guy is either baiting people or completely emotionally irregulated. See, terrified of Shani and Rev, yet wanted to go interview them, right? Wanted to go interview them. Terrified of G-Man, yet keeps reacting to him and poking him and prodding him. See, that shit is up for consideration. That is called evidence. That is what comes out in discovery. And if people know facts from things that were illegally uploaded online or they watched in person, saying you lost $300,000 when you don't, is that how much disability you get in New York? Shit. That's been done, Dove Kitty. That has been done. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I'm saying not playing with this guy anymore. He wants to go back and forth and get reviewed. That's fine. If these threats continue, and that doesn't mean I'm going to come up here and keep poking and prodding him. No. No. I don't want it to look like I'm trying to get a reaction because I don't want to lose my protection. But I've heard enough. I am tired of people online doing the most because their words are critiqued. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Entitlement, narcissism, and people gassing you up. I'm more than welcome to entertain words that prove me wrong. More than willing, more than happy to, actually. But nobody should be sitting back and taking this shit. I'm not telling Carrie what to do. But if I were her, as soon as he let the whole world know my personal schedule, that's a vague threat meant to cause emotional duress. He should run that by Maxwell. Well, I said this, I said that. Send Maxwell that 9-minute clip that you put out. And I think it's way overdue that a compilation of every single time he says Maxwell and Sue, there's a compilation put together of it. I mean, with the transcripts on YouTube, it's very easy to do. Maybe I'll get bored and do it. I'm not going to say I am because I don't want to, like, for some reason I say, I'm going to do this and then I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's overdue. He's not beyond reproach. He does these things publicly as everybody else does. You ought to see the shit I've been documenting that doesn't even get mentioned. It's insane. It's literally, there's no legal basis for it. It's just insanity. And 100% criminal harassment and intimidation. And I'm like, okay. I've been documenting him. I've been documenting him for months. And I didn't start covering him until I knew I had representation that could guide me towards an anti-slap to be filed. Because I can't do it on my own. And it will not be hard for me to recoup that money. I am not wealthy. That's just the fact of the matter. There's a lot of rumors out there, but I don't have any money. What money? I don't have any money. What I make, what I earn from selling on eBay, that's it. But I knew if I was going to continue to do this, I had to have representation on standby. And that sucks. I can't just come on here and play people's words without people being willing to commit perjury to silence me, like Hussy. I believe so too, Dove Kitty. I believe so too. Because once upon a time, when people exploited a loss I had in 2017, it set me off. Every day somebody says something derogatory, and I document it. Some kind of malicious lie, intimidation, whatever it may be. And I'm just like, Does it make me go, do I feel a certain way? Yeah, it's icky. Just document it. If I don't know who the person is, still document it, but I don't know, just to show that there is a pattern of behavior and that it's not in my head, right? And yes, there are many people out there archiving and documenting everything, and not just for lols anymore, because people have, like Hussy doesn't know how to keep it online. He has to take it IRL. And I think he's overdue to have an anti-slap and have to go in there and prove his claims. No settlement, prove it. That means a release of your income streams, your taxes, everything. Tragic. No comment. I already took my action on that, and that stuff just gets amended. That's not a me problem. Nothing I need to address online. Absolutely not. I don't have to sit through all that stuff. It gets done for me. Oh, you mean right now at this moment? Okay. No, I'll be able to, I'll get anything that's pertinent, I'll get later. Because that's just the nature of things right now. Because I don't go around watching people to archive. Transcripts are a thing, and so are people who stand on a foundation of truth. Another thing that's important is to recognize who's a shit stirrer and how much you're willing to entertain, and for what reason you're willing to entertain it. Because look, a leopard can't change its spots, all right? And unless we forget history, if we forget history, we're going to repeat it, right? Can't repeat history. Learn from it. Keep it close to you. Play everything close to the chest. Trust no one. That's been my go-to. And if somebody is a documented liar, then anything they say that is a lie is just harassment. Either criminally or civil. And unfortunately, there's just a lot of broke motherfuckers out there that don't have shit. You can't sue somebody for kratom. But what you can do is protect yourself. And that's important. I mean, if you're a creator and you're in this hemisphere, I would recommend getting prepaid legal or getting $2,500 to put a retainer down on a civil attorney. And yes, personal injury attorneys are civil attorneys, okay? And they're muy bien, excelente at settlements. And don't settle for the first person you find. Get all the free consultations you can. Educate yourself. AI has opened up a whole world of truth. I get my information from credible sources, real life sources, and experience. Anything other than that is uncivilized. That's why when this clown with a wig threatens me, I'm like, well, I already know what I have to do. And it's not, we're not doing this bleed people dry thing. We're not doing that because I've done nothing and he's crossed the line. And that 10 p.m. vague threat he made, that's too far to me. Now you may be going, no, it is absolutely something. He's telling the whole world that a former friend who he's known to dox former friends, you know what I'm saying? It's all about intent. Words have meanings, yes, but how are you using it? I want to take law classes, but only because, you know, I would like to work for a firm doing research, but I'd also like to have that knowledge going forward to prepare contracts, you know what I'm doing in production and do all this stuff myself so I don't have to hire a bunch of dickheads and bleed the production budget. But unfortunately, I'm like in limbo on everything I'm working on until, I don't know, I planned on next summer reopening the attic and starting on everything I'm doing. Because the business could be successful without outside interference, actionable, civil. And when that happens, I'm not going to be, you know, doing this stuff. I'm doing it now because I'm bored. I make a few bucks. I get to buy Mexican food and groceries. Yes, I like to run my mouth and pay for my groceries. That's great. Fantastic. And I'll be monetized in 2 weeks. I get my monetization back. Oh, your son-in-law works for 7-Eleven? Yeah, I bought this at a 7-Eleven. I was like, why do you wear a 7-Eleven hat? Because that's me. I'm Gen X. I grew up during the grunge period, so. And if you're going to be doing this, it's best to know when people are out here running their filthy, plaque-riddled, halitosis stinking ass mouths if what they're saying has any bearing, so you don't overreact. Now that all depends on your emotional disposition, which is something you have to consciously work on. I'm speaking from experience here. I'm not preaching. I speak from what I've learned. I'm very, very conscious of how I was, and I'm still the same person, but I'm very conscious of who or how I conducted myself. Sometimes I look back and go, God damn. Like if I could travel back in time, I'd go in and be like, you know, yank the fucking cord out of the computer and take myself outside and get a mop and hose me down with cold water and wash my back. Self-reflection. Because I think that I appreciate that, Shooter. Shooter and I eat little pieces of shit like y'all for breakfast. I'm just kidding. It's important because, see, listen, I believe if you're on here trying to get one over on somebody, you're just looking for approval. Because, listen, nobody gets enough views to justify it. Nobody makes enough money to justify it. If you're making millions of dollars and you can afford an attorney and secure all this, yeah, you probably come on here, say a lot of shit, get a cease and desist, and just move on, right? But I believe that is a sure sign of insecurity. To be intellectually dishonest, to suffer from cognitive dissonance. I don't believe it's just a choice. I believe it's just a mental illness. And that's, I'm not going to condemn people for it, but I think they should work on it. Why do you need the approval of complete strangers online? I used to chase it, honestly. And unfortunately, I was the target of a lot of vitriol, and I just used that. I wouldn't be doing it now if Hussy wasn't actively trying to intimidate me. That's all it is, because I know there's no case. There's nothing he could do. It would be frivolous. And he knows what he sold on his channel. He knows what he did. He knows. And the constant, disgusting, sexualized comments made towards women, and the hypocrisy, and the emotional irregulation, and the histrionic behavior, the blatant drunkenness that's being displayed. I'm just saying, if you're going to go out here and threaten, intimidate people, and harass them, you better have a leg to stand on, either financially or legally. And when you're intimidating and harassing people and committing perjury, allegedly, you have no leg to stand on legally. And I know there's not anybody in this corner of the web that is a millionaire. Most people either on welfare, I'm not saying this to be shitty, most creators, rather, let me just direct it that way, are probably living hand to mouth, no judgment, on welfare, no judgment, or renting. So that is a way to slander and defame with impunity and to make people's lives miserable, is to not have shit. That's the way I look at it. Well, you ain't got shit. That's why you're acting this way. Well, you're insecure. You feel bad about yourself. Your life sucks. He is. He's disgusting to women. Absolutely disgusting. If I review Messica's stream, I'll do it later. I don't know if I necessarily want to review it right now. Reviewing Kenny is like a decathlon. Come here, baby. Come on, push the door. There you go. Look at that sweet boy right there. Look at that sweet boy. Hi, sweetie. What are you doing, baby? Hmm? Is that my boy? Who's my good boy? Ugh. It's my buddy. You're popular on YouTube. Do you know that? You're popular. You got 130 likes. How about that? Yep, that's my buddy. That's my buggy boo. He's always, the only time he's not really near me is when I'm in here, and if he comes in, that means he's ready for me to come out, sit on the couch, and him lay his head in my lap. Well, I'm not gonna review anything else tonight. I'll preview some stuff, but there's only, like, I don't know how much more of Hussy I can review. That's why I'm moving on to Fallon. Her voice doesn't grate me as bad. Hussy's voice grates me because he's such a manipulator with his cadence. And he lies so effortlessly. And the threats. It's cringe. You have a Frenchie? Yeah, I want to get I want to get another Maltese eventually. He's such a gentle dog. I have to tell him when it's bedtime, because he'll just go lay down in bed, but if he's tired. But when we go to bed, he knows the routine. I turn off the living room light. I go in my room. I turn on the light. I turn on the TV and Amazon Prime. I throw my blankets in the corner so he doesn't pin them down, because he pinned them down. He's almost a 90-pound dog. And then I'll cover up. He'll either, if he's, I can tell when he's feeling a certain way, because he'll crawl under the blankets. Isn't that right? And if he's not feeling well, not all the time, he'll sleep with his head by mine, because dogs sleep with their head facing the door to protect you. But if they sleep with their head right by yours, that means they feel safe and you're protecting them. And also, in the morning when I wake up, he either goes, he gets up, and it's a 90-pound thing getting out of the bed, so I feel it, and he'll sit outside the door, go, And I'm like, you got to go outside. Okay. But after we go outside and come back in, we go back to bed for a few hours. And he'll come in. He will not move. He'll put his head by mine, and we'll just lay there. And he's a pusher. He pushes himself right up against me. And only when I put my arms out and stretch and go, he jumps up and he knows we're getting up for the day. He knows my routine. He doesn't leave my side. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, we have a routine. We have a routine. Only time it gets broken up is if I have a couple drinks. Then I'm usually in the basement. Ain't gonna be doing that for a while. Phew. If you have a trauma trigger, just deal with it. Generally, I can. Not that night. Not that night. The demons won. But I'm not, Hang on. I have the kiddo coming down here and turn my camera off for a minute. Hey, kid. Hey. I'm live. I'll turn the camera off, though.
Did he just barge in here?
Hang on. All right, I'm back. I am going to go, though. It's been 2.5 hours. My streams are getting longer because, I don't know, I guess I got a lot to say, so. I will take a look. I did watch part of Jessica Messica's stream, and listen. I don't know what I should review it for. Right? Not that I have anything against her, but I know what people are about. Hi, Catalina. I know what people are about. And if I know what you're about, and you're trying to send a message, then far be it from me to not be hypercritical. Once upon a time, I'd platform anything for content, right? I have to screen everything now. I have to read the transcript. I have to screen the screen to see what's on the screen. I have to do a lot of work to just put something up on the screen. So if it's not of value to me, then I don't see the point in reviewing it. Then I'm just platforming somebody and they get attention. But that's going to conclude this stream, y'all. I appreciate you. It is 6:30. About every night I go to bed about 10 o'clock, and I'm like, I could just put it on my phone and chat. So if you get a notification in the middle of the night, that's me, bored, laying in bed. So much love from me to you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. If you don't have anything nice to say, keep it to yourself. All right, I'm going to close out with Peanut Boil.
Peanut boil, toil, toil with my peanut boil. Puzz in my crack, pus and blood run down my back. Slide around in my wicker chair. Peanut boil has matted my hair. The smells is so fucking bad. Peanut boil makes me so sad. Peanut boil, smells like roadkill that's spoiled. Moist butt crack, cut me slack.